Welcome to the channel and welcome to this game of Warhammer 40k. It's the Eldari versus the Xenos Hunters of the Space Marines, the Deathwatch. Hi there, I'm Winters, and some people have I mucked it up. We'll do it again, we'll cut this bit out. Hi there, I'm Winters, and some people have been asking, why is the sound so terrible in this room, and what is this magical thing on the side of this hat? Well, it's a pin badge, which looks like this. See, look, a little pin badge. It's a pin badge that you can get. It's a lovely... Where can you get the little pin badges, you ask? Well, it's a little bit complicated, so stay with me. So I borrowed a pad, go to deployment, put deployment zone TV, click on that, click on that, click on that. And then it finally gets there and you have the thing, the deployment, right, we have merchandise, there's merchandise at the top, see the merchandise? Then we're in here, merchandise page, are you with me? Deployment zone merchandise, and then it says up here, click on Element Games. For exclusive DZ TV dice as seen in that, click on Element Games. And then it will go to, look, there you go, pin badges. The pin badges are in there. Why is this so? That's how you get to it. Go to the deployment zone.tv merchandise, deployment zone.tv merchandise place, and click on the Element Games link. Thanks, back to the thing. All across the battlefields of the Imperium of Man, Xenos are on the rise. The Tau Codex came out recently, as did the Eldari Codex. Well, so I thought it was about time I unleashed my Deathwatch army to show these filthy Xenos who really is in charge of this place. And it occurred to me, when I was getting all my models out and thinking about this game, that I've never actually fielded my Deathwatch on Winter's SEO YouTube channel. There's a chunk of it in the deployment zone, and I started working on this list when I was building up my tournament army for the No Retreat Legends tournament, because I don't mention it very much, but I won this tournament with the Deathwing. Anyway, during the playtesting of that, Deathwatch, I did some Deathwatch. So today we're playing Deathwatch. And today I'm playing against Liam Dempsey from Liam Dempsey's YouTube channel, the other half of deploymentzone.tv. Say hi, Liam Dempsey from Liam Dempsey's YouTube channel.
Hi, Liam Dempsey.
How are you?
Oh, good. I'm good. So this is the first time maybe the first time you put Deathwatch on YouTube, right?
Yes.
Because everything else is in deploymentzone.tv.
Yes.
I've done two, although only one will be out at this point. I've done two pre-recorded battle reports with new Eldari that are in deploymentzone.tv.
Yeah, because you do all the live streams on the Friday. I've been on a couple of your live streams. I've done a couple of live streams on mine as well. And you love Eldari.
I love Eldari.
Because you got show the book. Because we actually are privileged enough to get books sent to us from Games Workshop. And even though you had a book from Games Workshop, you ran out and got what now?
You called me stupid.
You are stupid.
So
Tell the people what you've done.
Games Workshop were very kind and sent me the nice Eldari book, but I bought the limited edition one.
Why?
Because it's Eldari.
Well, yeah, but what is different in that book to the other book?
This one's a bit more shiny.
It's got a different cover, right?
Basically, this little tassel.
It's got a tassel and a bit more because you
love
dark
pages. Like, look at that.
Yeah, it's but the information in it.
I also
also
for the first time ever bought Games Workshop dice. Normally, I just use deploymentzone.tv dice.
Yeah,
but I bought Games Workshop dice.
I'm beginning to think that maybe you like Eldar.
I'm a bit of a fan, Winters. Yes, you could call it that. Yes.
Shall we have a look at these armies?
It's probably a good idea.
Right, this is 2,000 points worth of my Deathwatch army using these two codexes here. It's a battalion which gives me 12 command points to play with. I've spent 2 already. Now, what do the Deathwatch do? Well, they are Space Marines, so they do everything Space Marines do. But the Tactical, Devastator and Assault doctrines, you can choose which turns you do them. You can only do Devastator once, Tactical twice, and Assault up to 3 times. I've got no heavy weapons here, so what I tend to do is run Tactical, Assault. That's what I tend to do, but you can choose what term you do pick them in. And the other thing they do is they re-roll ones to hit in close combat against filthy Xenos. Reroll 1s to hit in close combat. And I reroll 1s to wound against a certain army type. So you can pick fast attack or heavy or HQ. And you've brought all the fast. So it's going to be against fast attack. So rerolling 1s to hit in close combat. Rerolling 1s to wound against a certain army type. And my captain, Captain Clark, has got Vigilus Incarnate. And what he can do, instead of re-rolling 1s to wound against a certain army type, in the command phase he can point at a unit and say, no, re-roll 1s to wound against that other army type for a core unit. So he could point at the big guns or the flyer or something, and they re-roll 1s to wound against that. And my librarian, who's got the Tome of Eclotades, what he can do is he can point at an enemy data sheet once per battle. This is what the Tome of Eclotades does. And all units within 6 inches of him will reroll all wounds against that data sheet for 1 turn. That's why I've given him a jump pack, so he could jump a long way away, pop his thing where I really want that dead, and then everyone around him, because he's jumped that way, can reroll all wounds when they shoot or whatever at that thing. And I've given him Transmorphic Resonance, and the other one, he's got the one that allows me to fight first and get +1 attack. And he's got the one that gives me a 5-up feel no pain. But with the Eldari Psychers on the table, I'm not sure I'll be getting any psychic powers off this game. But 5-up no pain, +1 attack. There's also a strat in the Deathwatch book. There's a strat. See, this is why I like the Deathwatch. They're like a Swiss army knife of Space Marines. There's a strat in the Space Marine books called Death to the Traitors, where you can reroll hits against anything Chaos. And there's a strat in the Deathwatch book, which is like Death to the Xenos or something, which is +1 attack against anything Xenos. So stuff against Traitors, stuff against Xenos. That's really, really good. And they've got a strat per faction. There's a strat against Orcs. There's one strat against Tyranids. There's one strat against Eldari. And the one strat against Eldari, do you want to know what it is? It's you pick a unit, and that unit, when it shoots, ignore any ballistic skill modifiers. So if I'm shooting at your flyer, it'll just be
my tanks have that as standard. No,
your tanks have that, But I can do that for a cost a bit.
I don't even know. I just paid points for it.
Yes. The other thing you can do in this Swiss Army knife of things, so I've got the reroll wounds, I've got the reroll hits, I've got strats that can influence this as well. One of the things you can do with the Deathwatch is you can point at a unit, and for 2 CP, spend Brotherhood of Veterans, and they'll gain a different Space Marine chapter tactic, because really there's Space Wolves and Dark Angels and Ultramarines and all sorts of stuff in there. So all of a sudden you can make a unit White Scars and they can advance and charge, or Ultramarines and they can fall back and shoot. Cost you 2 CP every time you do that. But that's why I like the Deathwatch. They've got this level of adaptability. Now you can make them even more adaptable by picking some kill team stuff in there, which I haven't done, and you can make them even more adaptable because there's a kill team formation in one of those terrible Octarius books, which changes exactly what they... And I'm not playing with that. I'm playing at the top level of adaptability. This, you can go all the way down with these guys if you want. So yeah, he's got a reroll to wounds thing. He's got a reroll to wounds thing. Then there's a normal apothecary. No upgrades, but I have spent a relic on him to give him the Beacon Angelus. And what the Beacon Angelus does is, once a battle, you can teleport a unit in range of him. And then I spend a CP to put these in Strategic Reserve. Oh no, in Strategic Reserve. You can put them in a Deep Strike. It's a Deathwatch strat. So they'll Deep Strike, right?
Okay.
He's got the Beacon Angelus, right?
Right.
And what you can do is you can call a unit out of Deep Strike. So these guys, in turn 1, they could Deep Strike on the battlefield so long as they end up within range of him. Normally reserves can only come on in turn 2, but they can go bam and get next to him in turn 1. Or if you don't use it in turn 1, another thing you can do with that is, if a unit gets out of position later in the game in turn 3 or 4, you could teleport them back to him, potentially pick one up with the apothecary and bolster an objective somewhere. So lots of maneuverability. Then, now I'll finally talk about my list. 2 units of normal intercessors.
Well, there's more, okay.
2 units of normal intercessors. 2 veteran squads. There is 6 shields, 2 frag cannons, 2 heavy thunder hammers in each. I've given a heavy thunder hammer to the black shield, heavy thunder hammer to the sarge, because they both have 3 attacks, so many attacks. And what I normally do is combat squad these up. So there's 3 shields, 2 frag cannons in one, 3 shields, 2 hammers in another. So their troops, 9 assault plasma vets, and then 2 Vanguard bombs. And these are cut and pasted the same way as well. There are 4 hammers, heavy thunder hammers, which are damage 4, by the way. Because normal thunder hammers are damage 3, AP -2. These are damage 4, AP -3. They're better. You can only get them in Deathwatch. So 4 of them in each squad. 2 claws in each squad, including the sergeant, which means he's got 6 attacks on the charge. And 4 chainswords and shields. So shields there, 6 shields there. So lots of improved armor save, lots of invulnerable save throughout this army, lots of bodies, maneuverability with the Vanguard vets because they can jump around all over the place, and potentially the ability to combat squad up these if I want, or combat squad up them if I want. The only Primaris contingent are the Intercessors and the Assault Plasma Devastators, Hellblasters, so they can use Transhuman and some of the Primaris strats. And considering that this is the top layer, just skimming the cream off the top of the milk of what the Deathwatch can do, you can imagine how complicated you can make this army if you want to. Essentially, the thing to remember is they're Space Marines with a chunk of rerolls and stratagems and other things that I can do for maneuverability or hurting the Eldar. Now, talking about complicated, heavily layered codexes, let's go and have a look at the Eldari. What?
It's not complicated, the Eldari. Not compared to that nonsense.
You can upgrade your sub-faction and your factions and Exarchs and all sorts of stuff. You've got psychic shenanigans all over the place. Do you want to talk us through this? This is Beltan, right?
No.
Or is it Beeltan? Or...
No, it's neither.
They all look the same to me. Which one is this?
This is Sam Han.
Sam Han.
Yeah.
Sam Han? How do you say it?
Sam Han.
What?
Sam Han?
Sam Han.
Sam Han.
Fast. This is...
It means quest for knowledge. That's what it means.
Like, so they're AdMech.
And the word Sime in Eldari not only means knowledge, but it also means serpent.
Well,
they strike like a serpent.
Look at you with a narrative.
That's how I love. This is my favourite army of all time, Winters.
Okay.
So
this is the fast one, right?
This is the fast one. This is an outrider detachment.
So what do they do?
What does Sam Han do now? Sam Han now, their Craftfold attribute allows them to re-roll charges.
Right.
And fall back and charge.
Okay.
So currently, with my current list until the new Shining Spears come out, it's not super optimised for it, but I'm not using Sam Han because they're my favourite. So.
But surely you could put lots more Banshees in there as well.
I might have another 10 Banshees on the painting table at home, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. There's a lot of things I can add to this list to make that really sing.
Okay.
However, we're sticking with Sam Han, and it also means I can put upgrades on my Autarch. We'll go into them in just a second. So we have got an outrider detachment.
Yes.
We've basically filled all of the slots pretty much in the outrider detachment. So we have 2 HQs, 2 leaders of the Wild Host. Now, surprisingly, the Farseer Morai isn't leading the Wild Host. So he's not the Chieftain. He's not the Wild Rider Chieftain. The Chieftain in the Sam Han Wind Rider Host is the guy who heads up the council, basically. He takes the host to battle. That is going to be the Autarch. This is my Autarch here.
That one?
Yeah, he was painted up by Sorcerer Dave, what a legend, and sent through to me to use. So he's an Autarch. Now, Autarchs on Wind Riders have laser lances. It looks like a sword. It's actually a lance. And until the new Shining Spears come out, I won't kit bash a new one. But he's going to be the Warlord. The reason being is because the Sam Han Warlord trait is called Wild Rider Chieftain.
Yes.
It means he gets +1 attack on the charge.
Yes.
And he can heroically intervene 6 inches.
Yes.
Instead of just 3.
And Autarch is the reroll hit rolls of 1 for core stuff, isn't
Autarch allows reroll hit rolls of 1 for core, and it allows you to use the command point reroll stratagem twice per phase instead of only once.
And all these bikers core?
Everything's core apart from the tanks.
Oh, so even the Aspect Warriors
Aspect Warriors are core, Wraithguard are core, all the bikes are core, all the vehicles aren't.
Okay.
So, with Wild Rider Chieftain, that means he goes up to 6 attacks on the charge, or if he heroically intervenes, which is quite tasty.
I'm not scared.
He also has the Sam Han specific relic, which is called the Talisman of Tion-Kar. Talisman of Tion-Kar means that on the charge, or if he heroically intervenes, he gets +1 strength, an additional AP, and an additional damage.
Okay.
Because of his laser lance, that means that on the charge, he has 6 attacks at strength 7, AP -5, and flat 3 damage.
Is it?
Yeah.
Terminator killer.
And with the specific Sam Han stratagem, he can advance, and because he's a jet bike, he auto-advances 6 inches after he's moved 16 inches, and then still charge.
So you can advance and charge.
He's a missile.
All your bikes as well are going an extra 6 inches because that's what bikes do. And they can potentially charge, but these are all shooty.
Yeah, so he can do that. He can advance. He can move 22 inches and still charge.
But if he goes off like a missile, he'll be on his own.
He will go
unsupported.
He will go his own.
He'll be in trouble.
He's a missile.
Send him in.
Second in command for the Simon Han, once the missile is sent, is our famous Farseer Morai.
Yes.
With his Witch Blade. They've got better. They're now AP-1 flat 2 damage instead of AP nothing and D3 damage, which is decent. He has 2 psychic powers.
Right.
His 2 psychic powers are Doom, because Doom is just amazing. And he now has Will of Assyrian. I'm now using that psychic power quite a lot. Will of Assyrian is pick a core unit within 18 or 24 inches, depending on what you cast it on, and they gain... they basically can't fail morale, so become fearless.
Right.
They can do actions and still shoot, but we're not doing actions today. But they also gain objective secured, and that's a core or character unit, so you can put it on your bikes.
Ooh, so I see, because normally it's like Doom, Fortune Guide, those are the ones that you want to take, but he's got Doom and make your bikes objective secured.
Basically, yeah.
Which is key in a list like this, because looking across it, you haven't got any objective secured.
No, I haven't. Well, saying that, he also has a relic jet bike, and his relic jet bike is called Sunstorm.
The bike itself is a relic.
Yes.
So he's dug it out of the garage, given it a duster down. It's a Sunday afternoon. He's squeezed his 50-year-old body into some tight leather.
It's like an old Harley, yeah.
And he's zipping around the countryside.
Sunstorm means that he can move 20 instead of 16 inches.
Yeah.
And he gains objective secured.
He gains objective secured.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now,
I wish I had a motorbike and she'd let me squeeze my 50-year-old chubby body. She won't even let me have a moped.
I'd love to see your 50-year-old body squeezed into leather.
I'm not 50 yet. I was like...
Behind Morai is
his
Warlock Conclave.
Okay.
Warlock Conclaves now have a Seer Council rule, which means that if you have a Farseer in your army, they do not take a Force Organisation slot, because Warlocks have now moved to the elite section of the book, which is good. And I have spent a command point to give that group Seer Council. Whilst the Farseer is within 6 inches of that Warlock group, he'll gain +1 to cast.
Yes.
Whilst he's within 3 inches of that Warlock group, even if only one's remaining, they gain Bodyguard.
Okay.
So you can't target him with any shooting weapons, even if he's the nearest, because that's the broken Bodyguard rule that currently exists.
Yes.
As a Warlock group of 3 or more on Skyrunners, you can take and cast up to 2 of the runes of battle discipline.
Okay.
So I have Protect and Jinx.
Yes.
Protect gives +1 armor save to anything core or
Jinx
character.
-1, yeah.
Jinx is -1. It's armor saves only now, not invulnerables anymore.
Ooh.
It's changed, it's got worse, but I think it's better. It's how it should be. Embolden Horrify. If I embolden a unit, they get +2 to their leadership and they fight first. If I horrify an enemy unit, they take -2 to their leadership and they cannot fight until all other eligible models from my army have fought.
Okay.
So it's good power.
Okay.
As long as there's 3 in the unit, they can cast 2. If they go down to 2, they can only cast 1.
Okay.
Cool.
And that costs you a couple of CPs, because why?
1 CP for an additional relic, because I already have the relic on my Wild Rider Chieftain to make him a missile.
So the 1 to get the bike out of the garage.
Yeah, 1 to get the bike out of the garage and 1 to ride around with his mates.
Okay.
Have them look after him.
Right then.
So, on to all the fasts, Winters.
Yes, fasts.
We've got 2 units of 3 on the far left-hand side, Scatter Laser jet bikes.
Okay.
Jet bikes have got better because they've gone to 3-up armour from a 4-up armour. Scatter Lasers have got better because they've gone from 4 shots to 6 shots.
6 shots.
And they've got cheaper, they're only 5 points per Scatter Laser instead of 10. So they've got better, got cheaper.
Nice.
Winner. We then have a unit of 3 Shuriken Cannons right here in the middle.
Okay.
Shuriken Cannons have stayed at 10 points. They've also got better though because they're now 2 damage and they're AP -1 naturally and they go to AP -3 on 6s to wound. And we then have a unit of 5 bikes with the normal Shuriken Catapults. Again, they've gained AP -1 as well, so they're better.
You've still got Bladestorm, but Bladestorm's AP -2 now, isn't it?
No, so Bladestorm is an additional AP -2 on 6s.
Okay.
So I'm AP -1 naturally. If I roll a 6, I become AP -3.
Okay.
There's also a single command point stratagem, I think, which is called Bladestorm, which is 6s explode when you're rolling to hit with Shuriken weaponry.
Right.
Cool. There is one more fast attack choice over here on the far right-hand side. I've bought 5 Warp Spiders that were freshly based this morning, just so I could bring them on the channel for you.
Have you got an upgraded Exarch in there?
So you take an Exarch as standard,
yes.
He gains 2 wounds. If you choose to take an Exarch power, he gains an additional wound, which I've done, and he gains an additional attack. His Exarch power is called Web of Deceit. Web of Deceit is a once per game ability. After you've shot, instead of using your battle focus move, which we all know about now, so after I've shot with almost all of my units, I can battle focus D6 inches afterwards if I want to.
Yep.
Instead of using battle focus, you pick them up off the table, you put them anywhere else on the table that you want more than 9 inches away from the enemy. So you basically can, it's like, you know your Veil of Darkness you're using the Necrons?
So you can shoot, and then you can move.
So
and then you can shoot, and then you can move.
Yeah, so I could be 5 inches from you. It's once per battle, this particular one, but I could be 5 inches away from you. I can shoot and I can disappear off the table somewhere else.
Okay.
Which is quite nice.
Okay.
Their Death Spinners have got better. They're now AP -2 instead of AP nothing, and they're Assault D6 blast weapons now, which is quite good. So 2 shots.
Okay.
So they've got better as well. We then have 2 elites choices. What's your there? We have 2 elites choices. We have a unit of 5 Wraith Guard. They've got the D sides. No longer assault D3 flamers. They're instead now D3 blast weapons, but they can shoot them in combat.
Nice.
Which is quite tasty.
Nice.
And they do mortal wounds to wound on 6s as well. Which is
and Wraiths, of course, are -1 damage.
They're -1 damage. Not sure that matters too much when I've got 3 wounds and you've got 4 damage Thunderhammers.
Yeah.
You know, it's still cool, right?
Yeah.
And then we've got 5 more Aspect Warriors.
Yeah.
5 Howling Banshees.
Yeah.
From the Shrine.
Yeah.
Now, we have also paid for the Exarch to have an upgrade, so she gets +1 attack, and she also has her Executioner, and her upgraded power is Piercing Strikes. That means that particular Howling Banshee has 5 attacks at Strength 5, AP -3, flat 3 damage.
Yeah.
Howling Banshees now get +1 to wound on the charge.
Yeah.
The Banshee masks also shut off Overwatch.
It's basically a non-unwieldy Thunderhammer that she's got in there.
And their Banshee masks shut off Overwatch and stop you from fighting until they fought.
Yeah.
So they fight
I think they're -1 to hit as well. Are they -1 to hit?
They are -1 to hit as well, yes.
In close combat.
You are correct.
Yes.
Absolutely.
2 Wave Serpents, which got Transhuman now for some reason.
Yeah, and 5 up for vulnerable saves.
Yeah.
These are old Wave Serpents. They've got Shuriken Cannons on the chin and Scatter Lasers on the top. Because they're twin Scatter Lasers in the new rules, they get 12 shots instead of 8, which is still quite nice.
Any upgrades?
I haven't given them any upgrades apart from the chin cannons, the Shuriken Cannons underneath.
Okay.
I don't think I need it with 13 wounds of 5 up for vulnerable save and Transhuman, which is quite nice.
Fire Prisms, any upgrades?
Yes, I have 2 Fire Prisms. Each one has Crystal Targets, Matrix and Spirit Stones. Spirit Stones means they count as twice the remaining number of wounds.
Yeah.
And Crystal Targeting Matrix means they can ignore any or all modifiers to hit penalty.
Yeah.
So they just blast away all day long quite happily. Now finally, we have a Crimson Hunter Exarch.
Yes.
So I paid to make him an Exarch. You don't do this with 1 Crimson Hunter in your army list now. You can't have 3.
And he gets an extra wound.
He gets an extra wound. He goes up to 13 wounds. I've given him the Swooping Evasion Exarch power, which means he has a 5 up in vulnerable save.
Okay.
He's got 2 Bright Lances and a Pulse Laser, which are decent, strength 8 or 9, AP -3 or 4, and D3 +3 damage each. But thankfully, you haven't bought any vehicles.
So you pay for the upgrade, and he's hitting on 2s instead of 3s.
Yep.
And he's got an extra wound,
Yep.
and he's got a 5 up and vulnerable save. That's all the upgrade gets you.
Yep.
So fairly resilient flyer. So this is your list.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know what half of this does. I know they're tricksy, I know they're fast, and I know that I am the Deathwatch, and I suffer the Xenos, not to live. Let's go on to deployment. Right, not deployment, this mission, Lim. So we're playing for fun, okay?
Yeah,
D6 objectives, we roll a 1. We want more than 1 objective. Roll dice for me. So there's going to be 4 objectives. Right, we put 4 objectives down.
Yeah.
Each of these objectives would be worth D6 points.
Okay.
But we will reveal how many points they'll be worth in turn D6. Reroll the 6. If you get a 6.
I got a 6.
So reroll that.
I got a 6.
Please reroll that.
These are good dice.
Hang it. 4. Okay. So at the start of turn 4, each of these objectives will be worth D6 points. Have you got that?
4. Start of turn 4.
Start of turn 4. As soon as turn 4 starts, we'll reveal how many points. So one of them could be worth 6 points, and the other 3 could potentially be worth 1 point, and then we have to rush and try and score that, yeah? But you only score at the end of the game.
Ooh.
So D6 number of objectives, down on the table. You reveal what turn they're scored in turn D6, and then score at the end of the game.
That's a cool little mission.
It's nice, isn't it? We don't need combat score. It mixes it up every single time. It's nice.
I like that.
Yes, 40k is a chocolate box. Play 40k your way. You can play open play, you can play match play, or you can make up stuff as you go along like this. I've played this type of mission before in the deployment zone a few times. I know it works out quite well, quite fun.
Do you know what?
Yes.
I haven't actually played chapter-approved match play missions in 2022 yet.
Haven't you? I think
I'm having a lot more fun. It's really interesting.
Match play is good. Match play is good, but I feel like I've done that now and had a great amount of time, and I will play some match play stuff again.
Did you play match play with us?
I won this thing. I don't mention it.
Oh, yeah.
I barely mention it anyway. But this one we're playing for fun. So turn 4 we'll find out how many points these objectives are worth, and we'll try and scramble and score them at the end of the game. Let's go on to deployment. So we're deployed. Here is Craftworld, Oathway, all the way along. Beltan, Samhan, with all the bikers up this end, and everything deployed in the transport. You've got Wraithguard in one, and all the Aspect Warriors in another.
Wraithguard in this one?
Yes.
And then there's 5 Warp Spiders and 5 Howling Banshees in the one you just broke.
Okay. I didn't. Well, just where? Where did I break
The aerial that you broke off.
That one.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but
I can't bring Eldar to your studio without you breaking something.
Not my fault that the Eldar are so flimsy. Toughness 3. It's not. I didn't. Hey, hate the game, not the player, yo. Isn't that how it goes? Mm-hmm. Anyway, they're a bit flimsy, and there may have been some battle damage already.
Yes.
Nothing in reserve. On my side, I have put the Hellblasters in reserve. There's some guys over here, they're not baked. Here is 3 shields and 2 frag cannons, 3 shields, 2 frag cannons. And then the other ones, the 3 shields, 2 hammers, 3 shields, 2 hammers are here with the big blob, so I've all got feel no pain there at the moment. Gonna need to get on these objectives at the end of the mission, at the end of the very game, to win, which means it favours he who goes second, by the way, because then you'll have the last action of the game. But we need to roll off to see who goes first. Where you going? Get a dice. Oh, where's my dice? Okay, after you, sir. Good luck. 3, 5. Now I can choose whether I want to go first or second. If you go first, you've got flyer coming in, you've got shooty stuff coming. I don't know. Because if I go first, I kind of move out of position.
The thing is with the flyer, though, as well, right? Is I'm only, because you haven't bought any vehicles, I'm only maximum killing 4 guys.
Yes.
It's not that effective against. I'd have been better with the Hemlock because it's got 2d6 blast, but.
Let's. When do you do your miracle dice thing?
Start the battle round.
Start the battle round.
Yeah.
Shall we show people what that is?
Well, you need to tell me if you're going first or second first.
I don't know yet. I need. Well,
I can't do that. I can't do my dice until I know what. If you're going first, I might decide to keep more of the saving throws instead of the attacks, possibly.
So I've had to think about it, and I'm deciding to go second because my army's only 24-inch range at max. I'm going to do 0 to little damage if I go first. So I'm allowing you to go first.
Okay.
Also, if you went second, then because your army's so fast, whatever's left alive at the end of the game could just go whoop and sip on there, and that could be the difference between.
You go how?
Could be the difference between winning and losing.
I often go like that, yeah.
Right, so you have miracle dice or fate dice. What are they called?
So it's the runes of fate.
Yeah.
Strands of fate rule.
Yeah.
Strands of fate rule, unless you've got a relic, you roll 66.
Every battle round.
Yeah, and each one of the dice results will correspond to the type of roll. So you get advanced charge, psychic tower, hit, wound, or saving throw.
Right.
So I'm going to roll 6.
Yes.
And I'm going to, because I've got a Farseer, for every Farseer in your army, you can reroll one of the dice.
Right.
I'm going to reroll the advance, because I don't want the auto 6 advance.
Okay.
That'll do.
Because you auto advance a long way anyway. Right, then at this level of mission, you keep 4 of them.
Yep.
And you've kept the 3s and 5s, which do what?
So 3s are an automatic 6 and a psychic test, but you can only use 1 per psychic test.
Yes.
And a 5 is an automatic 6 to wound.
Okay. So wounds and psychic tests, auto 6s.
Yep.
And you get auto 6s every single turn.
Yes.
Right, let's go on to the Filthy Eldar, turn 1. Right, here we are towards the end of the Eldari movement phase, but then Liam said, Winters, you've made a mistake, you haven't played with this army for 4 months. And I'm like, Liam, I don't even know what you're talking about.
You must have, I mean, all I can say is, you must have played some really easy opponents.
Well, no, they were all legends, you see. They're tournament
They must have been.
No.
So, I moved almost everything I wanted to move, apart from my flyer.
Yes.
Right? And I'm going to give you a chance, on camera, on your channel, Winters,
yeah,
to do a little bit of a takesy-backsy in a minute.
What did I do wrong?
If I put my dice where my flyer is, at the moment,
You're moving
I can put my flyer there.
I didn't screen my characters.
Fly to here, Winters.
I didn't screen my characters.
I can shoot all your characters.
I may have been a bit distracted this morning.
We are tired after weekend at Bunny.
We are.
So what I'm going to do is I'm
Yes.
going to put my flyer back here, and I'm going to give you an opportunity to redeploy something slightly.
When I went to that, by the way,
Yeah.
I screened them perfectly all the time.
Of course,
I was in the zone. Today, okay.
Do you want I can either
Yes.
shoot all your characters,
Right.
or you can maybe do a little bit of shuffling so I can't put something there and shoot all your characters.
Well,
I don't mind.
do you remember fun?
I remember fun. Exactly.
We're playing for fun.
Yeah, otherwise it'd be a feels bad moment, wouldn't it?
I like the way you're telling me that I done effed up without.
Yeah.
I did. Okay, so if you don't mind,
I don't mind
because
we're playing for fun.
I'm gonna normally I would.
If I kill 2 of your characters in the first turn, that's a lot less fun, isn't it?
I'm moving. Well, people will want to see what they can do.
Exactly.
Obviously, guys, this is a teaching moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
Obviously, guys, if your opponent brings flyers to it, it's a good moment. 1 minute, I'll edit this. Hi team, how's it all going? Now, teaching moment from Winter's SEO. If your opponent brings flyers, then you must make sure that you screen your characters correctly. Otherwise, a flyer can just come over and character snipe your flyers. What are you looking at?
If I can get him in here, I can still shoot him.
Yeah, he's part of that squad.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
that's a squad of 4 intercessors screening my characters there. This is an important lesson for everyone to remember. Now we're going to finish off turn 1 movement phase. After that excellent piece of sportsmanship, here we are after the Eldari movement phase. Bikers zipping all the way forward here. Your Farseer is here.
Yeah.
With your bodyguard, warlock, seer, council thingy bob next to him, so I can't target him. This guided missile bomb.
Yeah,
He's staying right on the backfield.
He is for now, yeah. I'm going to keep him back for now. The autark is going to the Wild Rider Chieftain. Is going to direct play for a bit from back here.
Okay.
Because at the moment, if I launch him off, I can probably kill maybe a unit of Marines, possibly, if it goes very well. But ultimately then he just dies.
To be fair, for a really speedy, fast list, you push some stuff up here and that's it.
I moved this 5%. Yeah, but the thing is, you said we score at the end of the game.
Yeah. Kill each other, score at the end of the game.
So Simhan are well known for their battle tactic where they strike like a serpent. So they hit hard fast, they get out of the way before you can retaliate.
That's Tau, isn't it?
Then they hit hard fast, and they get out of the way before you can retaliate.
Definitely Montcar.
It's definitely not Montcar. It's
okay.
Definitely Simhan.
Let's go on to the psychic phase. So where are we starting, sir?
We're going to start off with my Farseer, with Morai.
Yes.
He's going to cast Doom.
Okay.
So, I'm going to use one of my fate dice, which is a psychic test.
Right.
Which means that one of my results is already a 6.
Yes.
Because I'm in range of the Seer Council,
yeah.
It's already a 7.
Yes.
And then I roll 1d6 and add that to Doom.
Right. What do you need for Doom anyway?
You need 7.
Right.
To do it 18 inches away.
Okay.
You need 10 or more to pick an enemy within 24 inches away.
So what unit are you picking?
Just so happens that they were about 21 inches away.
Okay.
So with that, I have now got my Doom off on a warp charge value of 12, and they will be doomed. Doomed?
Doomed?
Yes.
Reroll all wounds.
Yeah.
Any more shenanigans?
Yeah, we might as well do a smite.
Okay.
And I'm actually just going to...
But you said you were 21 inches away. Smite is 18-inch range.
That's right, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That doesn't get longer.
No, that doesn't get longer.
That's a silly idea.
Yeah.
Not going to do that.
No.
He's not going to do another psychic power.
Okay,
It's
what
not
about
worth
the
it.
ones in the backfield?
The warlocks, these warlocks here.
Yes.
Yeah, they're going to cast Protect.
Okay.
And they're going to cast it on this unit of Scatter Laser Jet Bikes right here. Well, I say that, I cast it first.
Right.
So Protect is a warp charge value of 7.
Right.
So I'm going to use a dice.
Yes.
That makes that 6.
Yes.
And then I just have to roll a dice.
Okay.
So I get an 8.
So they're protected.
So they get +1 to their saving throw.
Okay.
So you've now got 2 up armour save.
Nice.
Terminators, basically.
Any more psychic shenanigans?
That's all my psychic
Have they
shenanigans.
got 3 wounds?
They've got 2 wounds each.
2 wounds,
Yeah.
okay. Starting off the shooting phase with shuriken cannons firing into this unit here. You're spending a CP on Bladestorm. I'm spending a CP on Transhuman because these are intercessors. Hit me, daddy.
There's another, I can't remember what it's called, but there's another stratagem for Guardian units. You can reroll hit rolls of 1, and jet bikes have gained the Guardian keyword.
Have they?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have 9 shots.
Okay.
I hit you on 3s.
Yes.
I can reroll 1s.
Why?
Because of the stratagem I just told you about.
Okay.
And 6s that I spent a CP for explode.
You didn't, and no explosions.
There's no 6s, yeah, no.
Right, so you spend 2 CP, 1 on rerolling ones and 1 on 6s exploding.
Yeah.
Okay, force to wound.
Force to wound you now.
Because transhuman.
Okay. So these 2
Yes.
are AP -1.
Right.
And these 2 are AP -3.
They're doomed as well.
Oh yeah, they are. So
Yeah.
so be it. So you're going 3 AP -1.
So 6s.
6s. 2 damage each.
What?
Yep.
There's one left.
There's 1 left.
Scatter lasers now?
Yeah, I reckon I can do it now with Doom and Transhuman.
No, I don't think you can.
So
that's a lot of dice.
Hitting you on, they're 6 shots each now.
Is this a different unit?
Yeah.
So you're not re-rolling all the things this time?
No, this is just hitting on 3s.
Right.
With my scatter lasers.
Yes. Strength.
And then strength 6.
Reinforce transhuman.
With rerolls.
Because of Doom.
Which is, that wasn't a good start with
It wasn't a good start.
It wasn't a good start.
Only 2 so far. You converted it. Those 3 6s, I'm going to need 6s.
No, these are just,
What?
these are no AP.
No AP.
Yeah.
So I took a wound so far. How many more have I got to do?
Another 5, sir.
Another 5. 5 3-up saves to keep him alive. He's alive.
He's alive!
You said you would do it.
I thought I would.
You were confident.
I thought I would. There was a lot of saves there. I'm
The Emperor
impressed.
protects.
I'm impressed.
Right, that's it for the bikes for now. All the rest are out of range or line of sight. So we're coming down here to this fire prism, which is doing its blast profile.
Yeah, it's dispersed pulse.
Into the unit of 10.
So because it's blast, it's going to be a minimum of 6 shots, but it's 3d3 shots normally anyway.
Right.
So we'll see if we can get more than 6 shots.
But it's not more than... Oh.
We've got more than 6 shots, Winters.
9 shots, hitting on...
3s.
Okay.
Ooh, that was okay.
What's the strength in AP?
Strength 6.
Yes.
AP -2.
Okay.
2 damage.
Okay. So you need force to wound. I have shields in there.
You do.
But each failed save will kill a marine.
It will.
4 up in vulnerable saves. I failed 3 of them. 2 damage a time.
Yes, sir.
There is the apothecary right there. I put them all in range of the apothecary. So the first shot kills a guy. The second one kills a guy. Third one, come on, 1-6. Damn it. So 3 died in this squad. This fire prison firing through the trees into the second Vanguard squad. So -1 to hit this time. No.
I got crystal targeting matrix.
So no minuses to hit.
3d3 shots.
Yes.
3s.
4 hits.
And then 3s.
3 wounds in vulnerable saves. Let's actually CP one of them now. Yes, and then 1 gets 3 for 2 damage, and I make a 6. So you just clip 1. You don't kill any in the second squad. Any more shots coming through?
This wave serpent when I shoot at that same unit.
This wave serpent.
Yeah, the wave serpent that can see them.
Okay.
So
well, I put them in the trees. Okay. Have you got crystal line targeting thingy bobs on them?
No, not on that one, no.
So it's going to be minuses to hit them?
Yes, this one's only going to hit you on 4s.
Okay, right, yes.
Scatter laser first.
Yes.
Hitting you on 4s.
Right. And this is strength.
6.
Okay.
So 3s.
Yes. That's really bad.
It's really bad, but because of your shield,
yeah,
or the guys who are taking the win, you're on 2 up saves.
I am on 2 up saves, thanks. Yeah, I'm okay.
Shuriken cannon.
Shuriken cannon.
Will hit you on 4s.
Right. And
then he will wound you on 3s, like that. AP -1 these.
So these are 3 up saves. I fail 1.
2 damage.
2 damage, shrugging it. That guy who was injured is now dead. 1 in that squad are ripped open. Can the other one actually see anything?
No, I don't believe he can, old boy.
Negative. So the last thing left to fire is your Crimson Hunter Exarch of Exarchs. Yes. Firing down at something.
Yes. What's the leadership of your Space Marines?
28.
28.
We're Space Marines, we know no fear.
Okay. I'm going to shoot at this same unit here.
Yes.
Because it's basically the only one that I can see. I want to try. What I'm trying to do is remove your jump pack troops to try and protect my plane.
Right.
Essentially.
Okay.
Right? So we're going to do that. Now he's got a pulse laser and a bright lance.
Yes.
Because I'm hitting you in through the trees.
Yes.
I'm going to be hitting you on 3s no matter what.
Yeah.
Right. You've got the fly keyword though.
Yeah.
So I can reroll 1s to hit.
Right.
And no, I get +1 to hit, so I'm back to 2s.
Okay.
Cool. Okay. But I can reroll 1s to wound is the important piece.
Right.
Their strength 9 and their strength.
Some 8.
8. So I'm winning on 2s no matter what.
So all hitting and wounding at the same.
They're AP -3 and 4. How many shields you got left? 4 shields?
3 in that squad.
So I will have to roll them separately, won't I?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So we'll start off with the worst AP. We'll start off with the bright, not the bright lance, the pulse laser.
Okay.
So I hit you on 2s because I'm a flyer.
Yes.
And you've got the fly keyword.
Yes.
And I'm going to spend a CP.
Right.
Not a CP. I'm going to use a fate dice to
right.
auto wound you on a 6.
Okay. So 4 up and burn is what you're saying?
Yes, -3.
I fail that. How much damage?
It's D3 +3.
Okay.
For 5 damage.
So 5 6s. I fail that. One of them's dead.
Yeah, cool. Another.
What else you got?
Bright lance.
Bright lance.
So I hit you on 2s.
That was really American of you.
I hit you twice.
Yes.
I'm going to spend my other fate dice because it's my last shooting, really.
Yeah.
To auto wound you.
Right.
The other one will be wounding you on a 2+. And I reroll 1s because you've got the fly keyword. So you've got 2 more wounds, AP -4.
So 1 shield's died so far, and damn it.
So I will do the first one is D3 +3. So the first one takes 4 damage.
You're dead.
Second one is D3 +3. Next one takes 5 damage.
Dead.
Cool.
So that's the end of the shooting phase. 3 of the Vanguard bomb died in this squad. 4 of the Vanguard bomb died in this squad. 7 of the Vanguard. You were waving in the background. What?
You know how I was really nice to you?
Yes.
So jet bikes have battle focus
now,
which means that after you've shot, you can move D6 inches.
Yes.
Can I battle focus my bike?
Of course you can. Let's move these again.
So this unit here will move D6.
Okay. 4. Okay, morale. Vanguard bets are leadership 9, lost 3 in one squad. 6 + 3 is 9. They won't fail. The other squad will fail if I roll a 6. I don't roll a 6. And then over here, Intercessors leadership 8. And 4 + 4 is 8.
Fearless.
I don't fail. The Ultramarines are the sergeants, quite naturally.
Of course.
In my Intercessor squads.
They're good at paperwork.
What? No, they're heroes of the Imperium. Let's go on to Space Marines Turn Two. One. Right, here we are after the Deathwatch movement phase. My heroic sergeant clambers over this rock pile and aims his bolt rifle down into the sneaky Eldar there, backed up by the veterans. I am re-rolling ones to wound against fast stuff. You pick it at the start of the game. There's lots of fast attack units. Let's make sure we do that. And remember that. The rest are turtling up behind this filthy Xenos structure here, ready to jump forward in the later turns. I've made sure my librarian is out of denial range, and I spent a CP for my apothecary to pick one of... I had a squad of 7 and 6. They're now back to 7 and 7. Put a shield back in. But he's not chief apothecary. I paid a CP for it. So now what I'm going to do is fortified with contempt on the unit that is stuck out and can be seen by everyone. I need a 6, and that's a pass. They now have a 5 up, feel no pain. And I'm also going to give them a fight first and add 1 attack on a 6, and that passes. So the ones who are kind of in the open have got a bit more resilience going on. The rest should be negating some of the firepower that comes through. Not doing any of my special Deathwatchy things yet, because the Eldari are so far away. All I'm really going to do is try and clear away these 2 units of bikes over here. So starting with the back unit with the 2 frag cannons in, firing at the closer unit that don't have the 2 up save, the 3 up save guys. They're the 2 up save guys, they're the 3 up save guys, right?
Oh, yeah, so I'm going to spend a command point.
Yes.
On lightning fast reactions.
Yes.
Go down -1 to hit.
Am I?
Yeah.
Okay, 2 frag cannons hitting you on 4s. I hit twice. These are strength 7. And I wound once, and I reroll 1s to wound against fast things. I wound once. It's AP -2, 2 damage.
So 4 up save, we're good.
There are 3 bolters in that squad. The other thing that Deathwatch do is have special issue ammunition, so they can choose what rounds they load in. I'm going to round Kraken rounds in, which are an initial AP -1. By the way, the tactical doctrine is in effect.
Okay. Oh, of course, yeah.
So I'm hitting you on 4s, and I'm wounding you on 4s, and reroll. Oh, so tactical doctrine plus Kraken is AP -2, so 5 up save, not 4 up.
Yeah, I said that wrong before.
One of them's injured.
Is it just 1 wound?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Then this one fires in. He hits once. He'll force to wound. He doesn't wound. Damn it. So the second squad, I'm going to spend a CP on prognosticating volley. It means I can ignore any hit roll modifiers. So you spent a CP on making me -1 to hit. I spent a CP going back to hitting on normally. And let's fire 2 frag. Actually, 1's on 1 wound. Let's start off with the crack. I could do Hellfire instead. Let's do Hellfire instead.
I don't know what you just said to me.
I hit once. And I wound AP -1. And you're still all okay. So here's the frag storm. Not frag storm. Are they called frag cannons? 2 of them hit. Only 1 of them wounds. Wow. So lots and lots of firepower rippling into the Wind Riders over here, or Bikers, or what are they called? Beltan?
You were right, the Wind Riders.
Elfway. Are they called Wind Riders?
Do you know it's a privilege to ride a Wind Rider jet bike if you're in Simhan?
They are.
You have to compete to get to ride a Wind Rider jet bike to battle.
What do they win?
The chance to ride a Wind Rider jet bike to battle.
So what do they ride normally if they don't get to ride
goats?
Goats. So the champions of the goat riding competition
I'm joking.
withstood all the firepower from this corner of the battle grid, doing basically 0 damage. And now we're going to go on to Eldari. Turn 2. Here we are after the Eldari movement phase. The ride of the Rohirrim pushes up round on this flank here with the Autarch moving in behind. The Fire Prison didn't have any good targets on the right, so he shifted across to the left. And you got the Banshees out. Why are the Banshees going on this suicidal long bomb charge?
That's what Banshees do. Have you ever listened to Jane Czar, the book?
Yeah.
She goes on suicidal long bomb charges to take out war bosses.
Right.
We're doing something similar.
Right. It looks like you want to tie me up with a unit or something, or give me something to deal with.
So the unit that you stuck your head out here,
yeah.
I know you give them fight first, but because of my Banshee masks, I will make you fight last anyway.
Yeah.
If I can remove 3 of those Thunder Hammers, they're a threat to tanks.
Yeah.
Right? I can't make anything else right now, but I could probably... I'm pretty confident
You're
about
giving me something to deal with.
Yeah, I reckon the Banshees can kill a unit.
Okay.
Then I reckon Pilots is more Space Marines, and then you've got to choose where you're going.
We'll figure out if they can, can't we? So the Wraith constructs are still in here.
Yeah, the Warp Spiders are still in here.
Warp Spiders are still in here. This one's shifted around. These are your Strands of Fate dice this turn. These are the ones you've picked. And the flyer is zipping across the battlefield. Essentially, you're sweeping around one flank because I'm hiding behind... No, tactically positioning behind this monstrous ruin here, ready for the push this way. And because there's not a lot of threats from the Deathwatch on this flank, the Wind Riders are sweeping around here. There are some threats coming down close to my lines, the Flyer and the Howling Banshees. Let's see how they get on, but first, we have a psychic phase. Where are we starting, Liam?
We're going to start off with Morai.
Yes.
He's going to cast Smite.
Okay.
He's going to cast it into this big unit. Actually, it's the nearest.
They're closest.
They're closest? Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I did get a psychic dice for my rogue strands.
No.
I'm very upset.
To re-roll a...
So I actually have to roll these 2 dice like an animal.
Okay. Well, that works.
So that's a 9.
Yeah.
So it's D3 mortal wounds.
Yeah.
2.
1 dies. Next.
So next we're going to do Doom from Morai.
Right.
Okay, so we're going to go for 7. That's at 8 with my Seer Council, so Doom's successful.
Yeah.
I didn't get 10, so I can't pick 24 inches. I'm going to pick 18, so that unit's now doomed as well.
The one that was injured.
The one that was injured, yeah.
Okay.
And then the Warlocks,
Right.
we're going to try and protect themselves. They can't protect themselves anymore. They're not a core character because there's a unit of 3.
Okay.
They can't protect themselves, so they're going to protect Morai or jinx you. We're going to jinx you.
Jinx
We're
me.
going to jinx this unit here.
Jinx the unit.
Well, I'll cast it first.
Okay.
We didn't jinx you, Winters.
No jinxing.
You're perfectly safe.
I'm not in denial range either. Is that the end of your psychic phase?
That's my psychic phase, sir.
Let's
Oh, no, it's not.
No.
They've got 3 in the unit. I can
Right.
do 2 psychic powers.
Okay.
So I might as well try.
Cheeky smite?
I think I'm going to go for a cheeky smite.
Cheeky smite.
It's successful.
Yes.
And they're now D3 on the Warlocks instead of the old 1. So it is still now 1.
Okay. One of them's injured. That's the end of mind bullets. Now we're going to go on to actual... Well, you don't have actual bullets. You have
Shuriken.
lances and shurikens and things like that. Let's go on to the shooting phase. Where are we starting?
Morai.
Yes.
He'll shoot at these.
Yes.
He's got 4 shots. He hits on 2s.
That's 3 hits.
It's 3 hits.
Yeah.
Strength 4.
Yes.
I only wound you on 4, sir.
Yes.
But I reroll for Doom.
Do you?
So that's 2 wounds at AP -1.
AP -1 plus 1 with the shield, so back to 3 up saves.
You're good. I will now fire and fade him, sir. He'll go 3 inches.
Now the Warlocks unloading into the same unit. Shuriken weapons. Force to wound. Rerolling a wound because of Doom. 5 3 up saves. The injured one falls. 1 takes a wound. Are they doing the jump back thing?
Yeah,
as
they'll
well?
do that for D6. I'll move 2.
They move here. Now we're onto this unit with scatter lasers. 6 shots each. 18 shots ricocheting into the same squad on 3s. And winning on 3s, re-rolling for Doom. After the re-roll, 13 wounds came through. And I have to do them individually because there's one guy with a 2 up save.
I know, I hate it when this happens because you just roll 2s.
He's alive. He's dead. Command point. Nah, because you've got some... No. Okay, he's gone. And then these are all 3 up saves on the remaining 2 frag cannon. And 1 dude is left on 1 wound. Right, 2 units left. Now we're coming on to this unit, firing everything into the remaining sergeant here. And 9 wounds came through. He has 1 wound left. Oh, if I CP'd that, he could potentially be alive. But I think his time has come to be removed. Yeah, keeping the CP reroll in my pocket for something devastating coming through. We're now on to the last squad, and you're spending 2 CP on what now?
Martial Citizenry.
Right.
Which is reroll 1s to hit.
Yes.
And Blaze Storm, which is 6s explode.
Onto the bigger unit.
The bigger unit.
The non-doomed unit. Okay, reroll that 1. Okay.
No 6s again.
No.
It's good though, isn't it?
Yeah.
3s to wound you.
Okay. And these are minus what? 2 damage?
These are -1.
Yes.
These are -3.
But they're 2 damage.
They're all 2 damage, yeah.
Okay, so the -3s are 4 up invulnerable saves. And 1 of them falls. And then there's 2 shields left, and these are -1 2 damage.
Yes.
So
3 ups.
3 up saves. There's 1 left with a shield. How many have I rolled? 12 dice don't count. 3 up. 3 up. There's 1 shield left. So withering hail of firepower erupts into this flank of the Deathwatch, cutting them down to only 4 Marines remaining. And now we're across to the Fire Prism, who can only see this guy.
You can only see that guy. So I'm going to use my focus mode.
Right.
So I'm going to use one of my...
But you're shooting through trees.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Crystal target matrix.
Right.
I'm going to use one of my strands of fate dice to automatically hit.
Okay.
I'm going to roll the other one, hitting on a 3+. So I hit twice.
Right.
These are strength 14 now.
Okay.
So would you on 2s?
Yeah, AP?
-5.
Yeah, okay.
3d3 damage each.
Right, then we move down the line. Banshees fired their pistols in, didn't do any damage. Wave Serpents are out of line of sight, so we have the massive flyer and the second Fire Prism yet to speak down into this blob here. Which one are we starting with first?
Do the Fire Prism.
Yes.
Into these Assault Marines.
Guys in the trees. Vanguard Veterans.
Thank you, Vanguard Veterans. 3d3 shots, sir.
Okay.
That's 7.
3s to hit. Strength 6, 3s to wound.
Oh. Just one Winters at -2.
What? How much damage?
2.
2 damage. Let's shrug that. My apothecary's nearby. I don't shrug that. One of them dies. Just one, Liam, but it was the last shield in that unit.
So now
you've got the big flyer here.
Interesting. So the flyer was going to target the other unit with shields.
Yeah.
But you've got 3 shields left in that unit?
I think I got... In the Vanguard bombs, there's a shield left in that unit. No shield left in that unit.
So there's only 1 shield left in that unit?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
The thing is with your apothecaries, you can put a shield back, right?
Yes.
So I was going to shoot this into the I'm sticking with my guns, Winters. I'm going to shoot all of the guns from this guy into the unit with the shields.
Trying to weaken them both down.
Yeah, so I want to get rid of your shields.
Is this greedy?
Yes.
Okay.
It's massively greedy, but
okay.
I'm going to do it anyway.
2s to hit then.
So I'm going to start off with the pulse laser.
Right.
Because the pulse laser is AP -3. So we're going to hit you on 2s.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
and then I'm going to CP this one. I'm going to CP it. I haven't used CP reroll yet, but I can use it twice per phase because I've got an all-tark. So I've hit you twice.
Right.
I am strength 8.
Okay.
2s.
They both wound.
AP -3 on each.
So 4 up and Van. Command point. He's okay. And then the other one, he's not okay.
D3 plus 3 damage for 4. So 4 feel no pains, please, sir.
He's definitely dead. And now the Bright Lance.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've got a hit roll left.
Right.
So I'm going to auto hit with 1.
Okay.
I'll roll to hit the other one on the 2+.
Oh. Right.
And then I've got a wound roll left.
Yeah.
So I'll auto wound.
Yes.
So it's AP -4.
Don't get a save.
So it's D3 plus 3 damage. So 6 damage.
Can I roll 5 6s?
You can. I've seen you do it.
No. So 2 are dead. And at the end of the Eldari shooting phase in turn 2, they've caused grievous wounds across the Deathwatch army on the right and the left flank, beginning to pick them apart, but it's not over yet. The Howling Banshees mean to charge this unit of 5 just behind the ruin here.
Mm-hmm. So we'll let out our Banshee scream.
Right.
Which means I'm going to get my 6 automatic charge dice and I get to add a d6.
Okay.
So I'm going to go a mighty 10 inches.
You're in. The Banshees come charging around the ruin, engage this unit of Deathwatch veterans of 5. There's 3 shields in here and I have got the feel no pain on them.
Okay.
Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I might want to do the Exarch first.
Up to you.
Just because I want to get rid of those shields with feel no pain to the Exarch to be more efficient at doing that, I reckon.
You reckon?
So we'll start with the Exarch.
5 attacks.
So Banshee Exarch has 4 attacks, but because I've given her an upgrade, she gets 5 attacks.
Yes.
She'll hit you on 3s though.
Yes.
Just 3s. That was really bad.
I've seen better.
I have seen better. She's strength 5.
But +1 to wound.
Plus on a wound means she'll wound you on 2s.
Yes.
So I have wounded you twice. She's AP -3, sir.
4 up and vulnerable saves. One of them falls.
That's 3 damage. So
Okay.
you get your 3-6 up for no
3
pains.
6 up, feel no pains. He definitely falls. Sorry, 5 up, feel no pains. Because of the psychic power, 2 shields left. Here's the rest of the Banshees.
Should also mention that your psychic power makes you fight first, but my Banshee masks means that you fight after all my unmodels.
Yeah.
So that's why you're not fighting before me.
Yes.
Cool. So every Banshee left has got 3 attacks each.
Okay.
So I hit you on 3s.
Yes.
And I'm strength 4 with a Banshee blade now instead of strength 3 because I've got +1 strength.
But +1 to wound.
So I wound you on 3s.
Yeah. That's
Ooh,
really
not very
bad.
good.
Oh.
They're AP -4,
Right.
but they're only 1 damage each, Winters.
4 up and vulnerable saves, so I can put them all on the shields. And one takes a
That went
wound.
very badly for the Banshees.
I don't shrug it. Now I get to fight back. Didn't go to plan, Lynn.
No, I expected much better.
Yeah. So, the Black Shield and the Sergeant have got 4 attacks each because of shock assault.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The Sergeant is hitting you with a heavy thunder hammer on 4s because it's unwieldy. But I reroll 1s because you're Xenos. And then the black shield actually hits on 2s, so 3s because of it. You're -1 to hit though, right?
Yeah.
But it can't get any worse.
It can't get any worse, no, you're right.
So 3s to hit you.
Uh-oh.
And I reroll 1s. So that number.
Yeah.
I win on 2s.
You do indeed. I'm only toughness elf.
And they're all wounds. And they're AP -3, 4 damage.
But I don't care about your -3 anymore because I've got invulnerable saves now.
Have you?
So they've all got 5 invulnerable saves.
Nice.
So I passed 2. So I'm only going to lose 3 banshees so far.
The 2 remaining veterans, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. You're toughness 3, right?
I am toughness 3, yeah.
So wound on 3s. They're no AP. 4, 0 APs.
So 3 up saves.
Yes.
I do lose another one. The Exarch lives.
That's the Exarch with all the 5 attacks, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we have morale. I don't have any morale here. I don't have any morale there. I think you've got a morale on your Exarch. Leadership 8. 4 plus 5 is 9.
Can I reroll leadership with a CP?
No. That's one of the things you can't do anymore.
You can't do morale.
And that's the end of... And that's the end of Eldari Turn 2. My Apothecary could jump over and heal that 1 at the end of my next movement phase. I can again spend a CP to put 1 back in. The flyer is in danger assault range. Around here, this flank is looking really weak. And considering I haven't killed any Eldari models yet, apart from the Howling Banshees, that Liam was kind enough or foolishly enough to feed me his turn.
To be clear, I thought they were on a suicide mission, they would die, but I thought I'd kill that whole unit first.
Yeah.
Mistakes are made.
Mistakes are made. Learning opportunity there as well. You know, learning again with Winter's SEO as we go on to Deathwatch Turn 2. Right, here we are after the movement and command phase for the Deathwatch. These fellas around this flank where the Wind Risers have attacked are going to sell their lives dearly, and the Intercessors have moved around. They can get some shots in as well. In the command phase, a couple of things I did. 1, I put a shield back in that unit, cost me a CP, and my Apothecary is currently there, and he's within 6 inches of all of these other units, because my Librarian is here, and the idea is to put Premorphic Resonance on them, or Fortified with Contempt on them, so they'll have a 5-up shrug, because they're too far away from the Apothecary, but everyone else will have a 6-up shrug. And he selected a data sheet once per battle. That data sheet, reroll all wounds against that data sheet.
Ouch.
And I'm re-rolling hit rolls of 1 because I'm in range. And in the command phase, because you know I'm re-rolling wound rolls that go on against fast attack stuff. In the command phase with Vigilus Incarnate, he told my Vanguard vets to re-roll 1s, not against fast attack stuff, but flyer stuff. Because I mean to charge that one. He's a bit too fast. Right?
I know. Yeah.
So charge that, kill that, put lots of shots into Fire Prism over there, and try and weaken up this flank a little bit.
Okay.
And then go from there, really. I had a choice about dropping the Hellblasters right in the middle, but then they'll be right in the middle.
Yeah.
And your entire army will be around them.
Yeah.
That didn't seem very tactical to me.
I also warned you beforehand about a strat that I've got as well called Forewarned.
Yes.
So it's like Auspex Scan, but just much better.
No gotcha moments here. I like it.
If you dropped in the middle, this bike unit could have shot you when you turned up.
Yeah.
Because they're within 12 inches of the Farseer, and they would have been within 8 inches of you, and they're an Eldari unit. What's nice is you can even do that with things like fire prisms.
Can you?
Yeah, you can. It just says Eldari unit within 12 inches of the Farseer.
Okay.
So I didn't want you to turn up and go, surprise!
So another teaching moment, because Space Marines have Auspex Scan, Eldari now have their version of Auspex Scan, and it's shooting at stuff when it appears from reserve. Yeah. Okay, psychic stuff. I've made sure I'm outside of denial range. The first thing I want to do is put transmorphic, what's the name? I just checked premorphic resonance. It gives him +1 attack.
Ooh.
And that passes. It's +1 to their hit roll, sorry, because I've got heavy thunderhammers, so my heavy thunderhammers will be hitting you on 3s. The other thing I want to do is fortified with contempt on this unit. I need gold doesn't count. I need a 6, and that passes, and that means they now have a 5-up feel no pain. And now I'm going to shoot with that unit, overcooking, because I'm in reroll range with my captain, down into this thing here. Hitting on 3s, what are you doing?
Right, fast reactions.
It's hitting on 4s. Lots of dice to roll here, Liam, with all the rerolls and things. So 3 shots each. 4s, rerolling 1s. 4s, rerolling 1s. 4s, reroll the 2 1s. 4s, 4s, reroll that. 4s, 4s. I'm doing them all individually because a dude might die. 4s, and reroll that. No dudes die. That was 16 hits, Liam. How many did you stop with your lightning fast?
3.
3, okay. So these are strength 7 now because I'm overcooking. Toughness is
11.
11, so I think it's 7. Winning on 4s, and then I reroll all fair wounds because of tome of Eclot. One of the things
It's like Doom.
is Doom. 4s to wound. And this is AP -4.
Right.
2 damage a time.
Right.
So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. Does it have 22 wounds?
23.
Right, so it's not dead.
No, it's 12 wounds.
12 wounds. Is it dead? Does it have a save? Does it have any shrugging? Does it have... Right, that worked. Now, the Intercessors. Rapid firing it into the close unit of bikes. Not rapid firing, out of rapid fire range. We are in range of my captain, so I can re-roll that one. And I am strength 4, toughness 4, wounding on 4s, re-rolling 1s because of your fast. These are AP -2 currently. The tactical doctrine is in effect.
But I now have a 5+ save.
Do you?
Because they made my armor, but that didn't help.
Oh, right, onto this unit. We're going to fire everything. Which unit? I mean, once the weaker unit. We'll fire everything into the weaker unit, starting off with Kraken rounds because it increased AP and range. They both hit, but I do need 4s to wound, re-rolling 1s. And that's AP. No, okay. Fragstorm. Hits 3 times. At strength 7, I'll wound on nothing. I won't wound. It'll wound on 3s, re-rolling 1s. Only one of them dies. Getting away with it. There's lots of pistols and things that I can fire up at this flyer, but I'm not going to bother. Instead, I'm just going to charge it with that unit. Would you like to overwatch? I put a shield back in that unit, by the way. With the apoth, who's there. Look, and he healed the other one. But do you want to overwatch?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
This is madness, Liam. 4 6s coming up.
Ready for a Yahtzee?
I'm ready for a Yahtzee.
I got 1.
You got 6. 2s to wound. You
I
win.
wounded you.
4 up and fun. Damn it. Let's use a CP. Damn it.
D3 + 3.
How many is that?
5 damage, sir.
On my shield guy that I just put back in. He's having a very bad day. Now we charge. Right, Liam, I'm in. 4 heavy thunder hammers hitting your thingy bob. Vanguard vets, 2 attacks each, plus shock assault, plus I'm spending a CP on death to the alien. They all get an extra attack. And remember, I'm hitting on 3s right now, plus when I hit with my heavy thunder hammers. That's many attacks.
Where did you get your plus 1 hit from? That was a psychic power.
No, it's a strat. It's called Death to the Alien. It's 1 CP.
Right.
Deathwatch, get it, plus 1 attack.
I'm going to counter that with a CP.
Right. You're going to up it. We're going to raise.
Because there's more attacks now. You can do lightning fast reactions in the fight phase as well.
In the fight phase?
And you can only not put it on monsters, and that's a vehicle.
So back to my -1 to hit.
So you're back to 4s.
Because there's 4s to 3s, back to 4s.
How many damage are they? 4 each.
3, 4. 4 each.
Is it worth it?
Is it worth it?
Yeah, okay. We're doing
you
it.
sure?
Yeah, because you're whiff.
You could, what?
Yeah, we're going to whiff.
Well, I'm re-rolling 1s.
All
I don't know if
2s.
it's even worth it.
All 2s.
Yeah.
All 2s, Winters, please.
4s.
It's a lot of 2s.
Re-roll 1s because of my captain. Your lightning fast reaction stop 1, Liam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least I've got a 5 up invulnerable save.
3s to wound. Now I'm re-rolling 1s to wound because my captain told them to re-roll 1s to wound against these things as well. So
Ooh,
there we go.
That was good. That converted both of them.
5 up invulnerable saves.
On 9 dice?
9 dice, yes.
And they're 4 damage each.
They are indeed. They're heavy thunder hammers.
Because I'm now up to 13 wounds because I'm an Exarch, you actually need 4 to go through.
Right.
So if I pass 6 5-ups,
yeah,
doesn't sound great, does it?
I was expecting more from your lightning fast, to be honest. Ooh, no.
So that's enough there. Even with rerolls, that's enough.
24 damage.
But it's okay because I'll just explode. See?
Why do you do these things?
D3 more wounds with this. With 2.
Well,
okay.
There's the apothecary nearby. That squad are really not having a good time. And that is the end of Deathwatch Turn 2. I've killed something. I've killed a flyer. I've killed the transport. I'm putting some dents in them for now. However, the ride of the Rohirrim is still very strong. And let's not forget, you have some Wraith constructs and some warp spiders in those transports over there.
It's interesting, right? Because that's basically mine. That's basically yours. I'm confident on this side, that could be yours, but we don't know what their points are worth.
Start of turn 4, we'll figure out how much these objectives are worth. But for now, let's move on to Xenos, turn 3. We return after the Eldari psychic phase. The Wind Riders have moved around here to dominate this flank, and in the psychic phase, this unit are protected, and there was a unit of 3 Deathwatch here. Now there's only 1 left with a shield. Doom was a failure this time round. Now your guided missile, your Autarch, came all the way forward from there to here. And on your Strands of Fate dice, you've got an auto 6 on the charge, right?
I have got an auto 6 on the charge, yeah.
So you mean to go straight into them.
Yeah, then I want to have a worse day.
The way it works is you basically roll, one of them is auto 6 and then you roll another. Yeah, so you're going to get at least a 7-inch charge. You're in, you're going to kill the guys with the bikes, but then your guided missile is up here on his own, perhaps supported by the firepower from all the bikers and all the bikers over here. The fire prism shunting backwards over this side to get some firepower down into the black armoured Space Marines here. Your Wraith Blade staying inside the tank. Your Wraith Guard?
Guard, yeah.
Staying inside the tank for now. There was no good places for them to get out, and they're guarding an objective. And in turn 4 or 5, they can fire lots of firepower into that objective, whatever comes that way. Now, your Warp Spiders had to advance. So they can't battle focus after moving around, but they've come all the way around this way because their range of their guns is only 12 inches.
Yeah.
But they are devastating guns.
They're pretty good. Well, I'd say that now. Yeah.
Yeah. And they're going to be backed up by the Wave Serpent, which they got out of. So the Warp Spiders put in pressure on this flank. Guns coming up the middle, and the bikers coming around this flank over here. The Deathwatch are still in the castle, and they're about to be lit up. There's a tightening of the noose going on here. Where would you like to start, sir?
I'm here, so I'll start here with the Warp Spiders. We're going to fire my 66 blast shots into Hellblasters.
Transhuman, spend the CP, push me down to 2 left.
Oh, I don't like you very much right now.
Yeah.
So 66 shots.
Minimum 3.
They're all minimum 3, so they all become a 3, and then I'll count them up off camera, don't put me under pressure.
And that's a 4. Right, they're assault weapons, so no negative to fire, even though you're advanced.
So an Eldar.
Yeah. So 3s to hit. That's really good shooting. So strength 6 normally, right?
Strength 6 normally, yeah.
Yeah.
But you transhumaned.
Strength 4.
So it's just 4
force to wound, yeah. Ooh, it helped. They're AP -2, 1 damage, so I need 5s. And then I need 5s because I put fortified with contempt on them. And in the end, only 1 and a bit dies. Now we have the scatters of the lasers from the Wave Serpent the Warp Spiders got out of, ricocheting into the same squad, hitting on 3s. And then 4s. 3 up saves, and then a shrug. That one dies.
Shuriken cannon, so 3s to hit you.
Yes.
And strength 6, but it's 4s to wound you because of your silly rule.
AP?
-1, sir.
I'm okay. So at the end of that fusillade, only 2 of the Hellblasters die.
Yeah, that again.
Yeah.
I wanted to bring some aspects with it to show them off, and you're just being really rude with all your saving throws and stuff.
Superior creations, transhuman physiology for the win there. Holding on to this flank is critical because I don't fancy my chances around this flank.
Being really rude. Being really rude.
Where are we going next?
We're going to go here.
Right.
We're going to spend 2 of my finest command points.
Okay.
On martial citizenry, brainstorm.
Put you down to 1 CP remaining. I have 2 CP remaining.
And I'm going to shoot into this unit here.
Okay.
So I now get 4 shots per bike.
Right.
Well, I get that anyway.
Yeah.
But I hit on 3s and rolling 1s.
Yes.
And 6s cause additional hits as well.
Look at all those 1s.
I know, so it's a good job I can reroll them, isn't it?
Yeah. Got a lot of 6s as well, to be fair. So you got more hits than shots. That worked. Strength?
4.
Toughness 4.
So 4s to wound you.
Yes.
6s are AP -3.
Okay.
And 4s are AP -1.
So these are 6 up saves. Okay. And then 8 4 up saves. And then the 6s, feel no of the pain. No, didn't help me. 1, 2, 3, 1 and a bit left. 3 in that squad are dead. We're coming across the Autarch firing at...
This unit here?
Not the injured unit.
Not the injured.
Well,
it's 12 inches. It's 12 inches. Oh, yeah, right. Okay. You've believed me.
Yeah.
And then I wound you on 4s again.
Yeah.
So that's 1 AP -3.
Okay. See, it worked. 6 up shrug. It did work.
Yay.
Then we're moving all the way down to my dead zone, where the Astartes back here took a pounding. Everything here has only got line of sight and range to this guy. I'm just going to pick him up. He's gone. What else next?
Fire prism.
All the bikers are fire prism. Fire prism at.
Can only see this unit or this unit.
Okay.
We're going to leave this unit as a jointed target for the Autarch.
Okay.
So we're going to shoot into this unit.
Right.
3d3 blast shots.
Okay.
For that many.
8 shots hitting on 3s. And this is the strength 6 one again?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so winning on 3s. 5 wounds, AP.
-2 and 2 damage, sir.
Okay, so 4 up and vulnerable saves because of the shields. I'll do them all together. I failed 3 of them. I've got 2 CP left. 2 damage a time. The apothecary is there. Let's just do the apothecary. First one, dead. Second one, dead. So, come on, one guy is still okay on 1 wound remaining. That's the end of the shooting phase. The Astartes are concentrated in this area. Using your strands of fate dice, then you charged in with your missile, the Autarch, attacking this squad here.
So I get 6 attacks on the charge, Winters.
Okay.
I'm going to use one of my hit strands of fate dice to automatically hit you.
Okay.
The other 5 will hit you on 2s. I should also mention, by the way, it costs me my final command point to advance and charge with this Cyclone straight.
Okay.
So I hit you 5 times.
Right.
I'm strength 7 on the charge.
Okay. 3s to wound.
So I've wounded you 4 times.
Yes.
They're AP -5.
Yes.
And 3 damage each.
I think they're dead.
But you've got the apothecary saves, right?
I do get the apothecary saves. So I need to make 2 6s
Yeah.
on one of these guys.
Like that?
Like that. So one of them's still alive. One of them's dead. 2 of them is dead. The last guy. I've got 1 left alive.
Oh.
That's really interesting. Can I hit your back now?
Yes.
Right, your Autarch. Any invulnerable saves or things like that?
4+.
4+. How many wounds?
6.
6 wounds. So I need 2 of these hammers to get through. I've got 3 attacks and I could spend a CP and get an extra attack. I could do that. I've got pre-morphic resonance on them still. So it's +1 to hit, right? So I'm hitting you on 3s. But I'm not re-rolling wounds against... I'm not re-rolling wounds against it.
No, because I'm a HQ.
So I think I'm going to spend a CP on death to the alien and hit you 4 times on 3s. And I rolled 2 2s. 2s to win, though. Only win once. 4 up invulnerable save. You're going to get a die? Yeah.
There you go.
What's that?
That's one of my saving throws for my fate dice.
Oh, so I didn't injure you?
No.
Oh. Then we have morale.
You do have morale.
So morale on that fella. He's gone. Morale on this guy. I've got 1 CP left. I have to roll. He's alive.
He's good.
Interestingly, because there's an apothecary there. But he picks up in the command phase, so I can't pick up now.
Oh.
Interesting. So at the end of your turn 3, you've certainly hit my flank, but there are some juicy targets getting closer to my lines. I can counterpunch again. We can do some counterpunching. Need to think again in the Astartes turn 3. Right, this is my army. I didn't put anyone back this turn, but I have broken out the fellow who was in close combat, the Vanguard veterans. And there's a unit of Deathwatch veterans here who are going to go charging in and kill him along with Captain Clark. 2 heavy thunder hammers in that squad. Before Clark moved over here, he pointed at this squad and told them to re-roll wounds against dedicated transports.
Yeah.
Because that's a 7-inch charge against that.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm going to shoot all this plasma into them.
Yeah.
And this push round this flank with your warp spiders and the wave serpent hopefully should collapse. In the middle, go up, kill them, kill him, kill this. Open up the AO. If this is successful, you're going to have 2 transports back there, some with the very scary Wraith Guard in, and you're still going to have a chunk of bikes over here that can move a very long way, and you'll still be completely okay as far as psychic stuff is gone. But I need to start pushing out now because it's turn 3. And at the start of next turn, we're going to find out how much these objectives are worth.
This is the issue with this flank not being controlled by a seer or an Autarch.
Yeah.
It's just crumpled. They haven't played very well this side.
No. So, let's... what was I going to do? Psychic stuff. That was it. I was going to do psychic stuff. +1 to hit and I feel no pain on them. So a 6 for +1 to hit.
Am I within range now?
Yes, you are. And I just got a 6. So on a 7, you can deny that power. You deny that power. Let's try and give him a feel no pain. I do. You can try and deny that power. You don't deny that power. So at least they've got a feel no pain. That's the end of my psychic shenanigans. Now we're going to shoot some guns. Let's start off here with a couple of it's the assault phase now. So let's put And you have 3 up save on them, right?
3 up armor save, yeah.
Crack them. Hits. Reroll 1s to wound. 2 wounds at -1.
So 4 up save now. I fail 1 pass. 1.
I've injured 1. These guys, Kraken, same target. We are in rapid fire range because Kraken extends the range and we're re-rolling 1s because there's a captain nearby. And they both wound at AP -1. I kill a bike. Just tickling it because I'm not sure if that unit of 2 heavy Thunderhammers there is enough to wipe out all 5. Maybe 4 will be enough. My Librarian is going to overcook his plasma pistol and shoot at this thing. See, he hits. No worry at all about doing that on a character. It's strength 8, wounding you on that.
I mean, damage is now 2.
2, it's overcooked. He kept his finger on the trigger.
4 plus invulnerable save.
Right. How many wounds has he got, by the way?
6. You asked me, I'm going to go. 6
Okay.
wounds.
Crack grenade with Captain Clark Kent. Hits. Wounds at -1. Damn it. Right, let's come all the way back over this side then. We're going to shoot all of these Hellblasters. Don't need to overcook them into this squad of Warp Spiders here. You don't have any CP?
I don't have any CP.
Do they have any shenanigans when I shoot at them?
No.
Because I know if you charge them, they can jump away.
Yeah, so it used to be -1 to hit if you shot at me, but not anymore.
No? So just 3s to hit you. Yeah, like that. What's their toughness, by the way? Because I'm strength 6 right now.
It might be 3.
Is it 3?
It might be toughness elf.
Okay, so top dice don't count. Toughness elf, wounding on 2s at AP -4. What's your armor save?
3 up.
Do you have an invuln?
Yes.
Do you really?
5 up, yeah.
Ooh.
Because I'm an aspect.
Okay, so
talk to
I don't know, 5, 10, 13. The blessed number. 13 5-up saves. Coming up. How many wounds have they got? Is it 1 again?
One per spider. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes.
So the Exile's got 3.
Yes.
He'll definitely die.
Is that the squad?
5, yeah.
I wiped the squad. Hellblasters hosing down targets here. Now we're on to the charge phase. This unit will attempt to charge that Wave Serpent. More than 7, not 8. This is a 7-inch charge. And they're in. We're around this side, Liam. Because there's some Wraithguard in there that could get out, advance and shoot. But their guns are only 12-inch range. So that should keep them out of range. But you've got transhuman and all that stuff.
I was mildly comfortable because of transhuman and the 5 of invulnerable save.
Yes.
But I didn't want to reread it because there was a little niggly feeling, Winters.
Yes.
Only works against ranged attacks.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Your Serpent Shield is only against ranged attacks.
Yeah.
So against my heavy Thunderhammers.
I mean, narratively, it makes sense it should only be ranged attacks.
Yes.
But it doesn't help that I kept my auto. Yeah.
They're charging. They're in. Like that.
Yeah.
This unit, charging them.
Yeah.
Oh, we got successful charges across the line. We're in there as well. What did you say? What about Clark Kent?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. My captain. Oh, yeah. Captain, oh, captain. He gets in as well. He wants to join the party. You don't have any CP to interrupt.
I have no CP.
So,
I've got no fights first. It's all on you, sir.
Any minuses to damage and things like that?
Nope, lost that in exchange for the Field of Pain and whatever you get, not Field of Pain, invulnerable against ranged attacks. You just
Brilliant.
swing at me.
So there's 4 heavy Thunderhammers in that squad. 3 attacks each. That is more dice than I need. Right, a lot of dice. 4s to hit you.
Oh, okay.
But I reroll 1s to hit against Dirty Xenos. Because we are the Xenos Hunters. Now, these are strength 8. Your toughness 7.
Yes.
3s to wound you.
Yes.
But I reroll. Oh, the captain thing didn't help out. Now these, because their assault doctrine's in effect, at AP -4, 4 damage. Do you have any invulnerable saves? Because that right now is 36 damage.
What we can do though,
Right.
we can explode in your face. Oh, we didn't explode in your face.
Is it dead?
It's dead.
Yay.
I only have 13 wounds.
Consolidating a little bit further back up the field. We'll save the main event, your auto. We'll save that. Because I know you have a Strands of Fate dice, which is re-roll an auto save. A 6 on a save. And you've been waving that at me.
Oh, I think he's dead anyway now, but...
Right, 2 CP. I'm going to burn 1 CP on an extra attack on this squad. Right, Liam, are you ready for this? This is exciting. Only 2 guys there, a sergeant and a black shield. Do you know the lore about black shields, by the way?
There's 3 guys there.
Yeah, but the only 2 with the heavy thunder hammers.
Oh, right, okay.
See, he's got his... this guy, for example, he's a dark angel that is now a member of the Deathwatch, right? He's a blood angel. This guy has scratched off the all the oath and heraldry from his armour. Do you know why that is?
He's a heretic.
He could potentially be a heretic. What they are is these watch fortresses are out in space, right? Controlled by the Inquisition, all that sort of stuff. And a guy can turn up to a watch fortress and take the black. He could be a heretic. He could be the last captain left alive from a squad. He could be someone who has dishonored his chapter, and they'll take him in. They won't ask any questions where you're from, who you are. They'll just take them in, and they get extra attack and extra weapon skill.
So it actually could be a heretic?
Potentially, yes. It could be Alpha Legion, it could be a Sons of Horus, it could be anything. He scratched off all his all his stuff and said, I fight the black.
So with a Dark Angel in there as well, it's basically a Chaos Space Marine unit?
Basically, yeah. So what happens is the Black Watch guy has 3 attacks, my Sergeant has 3 attacks, I get +1 for Shock Assault, and +1 because of death to the alien. And the Black Watch guy, he hits on 3s.
He's +1 weapon skill, right?
Yeah. And my Sergeant hits on 4s because the unwieldy. And I was hoping to get more 1s because I reroll 1s against you. Okay, so this is Strength 8, your Toughness Eldar. I wound on 2s and reroll 1s to wound. And they're AP -4, 4 damage each.
How many got through? I can't see.
6.
I think I might be dead.
They consolidate a bit closer. Now, target number 4, over here, Heavy Thunder Hammers. Hitting you on... Did I get the premium? No, they got the Feel No Pain. So I'm hitting you on 4s. Everything hit.
Uh-oh. That didn't get a plan.
I'm wounding on 2s. Everything wounds. That's quite simple.
There's 1 save.
Okay.
Because I have to use it.
Yes. These are all 4 up and guns then.
Yeah, these are all
you
4
need
up and guns.
2. You need 4 up and guns to keep him... Oh.
He is going to die.
He is mushed. Captain Clark Kent didn't need to drop dice on count, didn't need to swing his teeth of terror at all. Let's move the screen a little bit further forward. No, let's leave the screen where it was because I put them like that on purpose so I was within 3-inch range of my librarian. And they have a Feel No Pain. And that was a successful comeback from the Deathwatch.
Very good.
I've wiped out 1 squad, 2 squad, 3 squad, 4 squad. In turn 3, you still have the Ride of the Rohirrim around here, who are fast and psychic. You still have a big gun tank. And you still have your Wraith Guard inside that Wave Serpent over there. And let's face it, you've been playing quite narratively and pushing stuff right into my lines. You could have just snuck back in the corner and stayed there for the whole game, ready to zoom out later on.
But we're having fun with it. That's
it's
not
fun. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's about death and destruction.
Yeah.
And at the start of turn 4, we're going to find out how many points each of these objectives is worth. So shall we do that now?
Yeah.
Do you want to do it?
I'll roll the first one, you roll the second one, I'll roll the third one, you roll the fourth one.
All right then.
So the first one is going to be this one here.
Okay.
It's worth this many points.
1.
All right, okay, let's go. You pick one, Winters.
I'll pick this one.
Okay, what's it worth?
It's going to be worth 3.
Okay.
That one's worth 3.
I'm going to pick the one over by my little Wave Serpent over there.
Okay, the
He's worth 5.
Ooh, and the one right below this ruin. 6. Essentially, if someone controls... Look, this one's worth 1 and that one's worth 3. Even if you have both of them, and there's 11 points right there. And your bikers are all the way over here.
They are.
But they can move very, very quickly. Auto-advancing 6 inches. Let's find out how Liam responds. And Craftworld, Baeltan, Ulf, something. Craftworld.
Time Hunt, Winters!
Those ones. Turn 4. Data has been locked in. Targets have been scanned. We now know the cost of each of these objectives. 1, 3, 5 and 6. And here we are at the end of the Eldari movement phase. Interestingly, Liam still keeping his Wraith Guard inside the Wave Serpent, ready to jump out in turn 5 and kill anything that comes near these objectives. As far as I'm concerned, it's a success for me that I've kept him in their transport all this time.
It's a bit of a waste that 225 points have sat there, but I've moved the Wave Serpent forward, which means that if you leap over to this objective, I can disembark within 3, get my D-size on you, and then maybe charge if I need to.
To be fair, it isn't that much of a waste because they have been there. That's why I'm not pressurising. You've taken over an area of the board because there is a significant threat there.
Yeah.
And there's 11 points worth of objectives there.
Yep.
So you're moving around to line in up at the Vanguard vets over here.
Yep.
And then round here with the bikers.
So the bikers, these are all in range with an auto advance on that objective. I mean, that's our key objective now, right? That's 6 victory points.
Yes.
Right there. So hopefully the gun can take up these 3, clearing the centre here. And these bikes are going to hold this. It's still a victory point. It's still probably worth keeping hold of for now.
Well, if one gets 6 and one gets 5, it could be a draw. You could get 5 and the 1. Who knows?
Meanwhile, the Conclave are going to sacrifice themselves. We're in range to smite this guy. We've got lots of shuriken catapults in range of this unit here. These are your fast characters, but I can't get to them this turn.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do.
Okay.
But I've got a plan to keep Mirai safe and also keep him in range of that objective, remembering that his bike means he is objective secured.
And you did get a CP back. I've got 1 CP left. So let's do some magic stuff.
Magic stuff. We're going to start with the Warlock Conclave.
Right.
And we're going to cast a cheeky little smite.
Cheeky little smite.
It goes off.
I try and deny it. I don't deny it.
D3 mortal wounds.
I think
he's 3 mortal wounds.
I think he's deadly.
He does.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we are going to go for a cheeky Horrify, I reckon, on this unit right here.
Horrify?
Yep. And that's a fail.
Oh.
Okay. So
Okay.
Go Horrify.
No Horrify.
We're going to move on to Mirai.
Yes.
He's also going to do a smite.
Right.
I'm going to use my Psychic Fate dice.
Right.
To cast it on a 6 already.
Yes.
I get +1 for Seer Council.
Yes.
And I roll a dice.
Yes.
So that's a nice 11.
Yes.
Which means it's a super smite.
It's a super smite then.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do D6 mortal wounds for 3 mortal wounds.
That'll hit these guys here.
Yes.
And they currently have a 5 feel no pain.
They do.
Fortified with contempt. And I shrug 2 of them.
Just take a wind.
And that's the end of the psychic phase. Mind bullets ricocheting out. Now we're on to the shooting phase, starting off with Mirai.
Start off with Mirai because we've got some shenanigans. So we're going to shoot. We're going to hit you on 2s.
Okay.
Like that. And we're going to wound you on 4s.
Okay.
Like that. It's AP -3 on this unit here.
That's a failed. And a shrug. He dies.
He's going to die. But now I'm going to spend my command point on Matchless Agility.
What does that do?
I'll auto battle focus 6 inches.
Oh. Okay, over there.
So, yeah.
So he's running away.
He's not running away. He's lining his jet bike up for that primary objective.
Right, okay.
Then we're going to shoot the Warlocks.
He ran away.
Their shuriken catapults.
He went from there to there.
Don't run away.
Right, shuriken catapults into the remaining 3 guys.
You hit behind terrain all day.
Tactically repositioned
So I
myself.
hit you on 3, sir.
Yes.
And I wound you on 4s because
Okay.
it's 4.
Shuriken weapons whipping out.
2 at -1.
Right.
1 at -3.
1 at -3. I'm okay. The 2 at -1. I'm okay.
We're going to battle focus them.
Right.
That far.
So they backed up as well.
They did back up as well, yeah.
Right. Where are we going next?
Over here.
Yes.
Shuriken, you got 1 guy and 1 wound, right?
In the shield,
So
yeah.
2 scatter lasers will open up first.
Right.
Into that unit, because they're 1 damage. I want to take off that final wound before I open my shuriken cannons. Getting you on 3s. I'm wounding you on 3s.
Right.
So there is 4 wounds.
AP?
So nothing.
So 4 2-up saves.
They are
That's what
full
it
stop
said.
save, yeah.
2 up, 2 up, 2 up.
Stop it.
Spelled save. How much damage is
1
it?
damage, he dies.
What are the other guns though?
I've got another set of 3 of those. That'll be
Yeah.
18 shots, and I've got the 2 damage shuriken cannons.
They've got 2 down shuriken cannons that are
Yes.
going to fire in as well.
After the scat lasers, if you re-roll this one with
Yeah,
the CP,
let's re-roll that. Oh no, I've got no CP left. Right, cannons.
Cannons.
The scattering of the cannons.
Hitting you on 3, sir.
Yes.
Hitting you on 3, sir.
Okay.
So that's 4 at -1.
Yes.
Oh,
I'm okay.
okay. So
Right.
I'm going to do the scat laser. That wasn't supposed to happen. So the scat lasers will hit you on 3s. And wound you on 3s.
This is AP silly, isn't it?
This is
Or
AP
something?
nothing.
Oh,
So there's 6 there.
AP nothing.
AP nothing. 6 3
Are you
ups.
telling me there's a chance?
There is always a chance.
Well, 1's left on 1 wound.
Oh, no.
And you know what? Because only 2 died, it doesn't have to take a morale or anything. You might have to actually charge me with jet bikes.
I've got my shuriken catapult in range from this guy.
Shuriken catapult.
Yes.
Okay.
It's getting desperate now.
Where's the big gun going? The big gun going into the Vanguard bomb.
So the big guns will go into the Vanguard bomb.
Right.
Within my blast profile again.
Yes.
And then my shuriken catapults will go to that one guy.
Okay.
So I hit you on 3s.
Yes.
I hit you 4 times with my shuriken catapult.
Right.
I wounded you on 4s.
Yes.
I've wounded you twice at AP 1 and 1 at AP -3.
So 6. No, you've gone. The Black Shield held on for as long as he could. But finally, his tale is over. Now we have the Fire Prism going in to the Vanguard veterans.
Yeah, jumpy dudes.
Jumpy dudes.
For 7 shots. I'm going to auto hit with 2.
Oh, great.
I'm going to roll to hit with I'm going to roll to hit with 5 on
Yeah.
3s.
Okay.
That's why I auto
So
hit
it's
with 2.
only 4 hits in the end.
Strength 6.
Yes.
3s.
Yes.
So I've wounded you 3 times at -2.
And 2 damage a time.
2 damage a time.
So I need 5s or they're dead. 3 of them die. Right, I did take away the sergeant, keeping 3 heavy thunderhammers left, which means if I roll a 6 on morale, I'm going to lose more.
I'm not done yet.
Oh.
The wave serpent's the last thing to shoot.
Yes.
And I can shoot at your space marines there.
Through the trees?
Yes.
Okay.
It's -1.
Okay.
Shuriken cannons first because they're 2 damage each.
Okay.
So 4s to hit you.
Yes.
And then 3s to wound you. 6s are AP -3, 4s are AP -1.
AP -3, I'm okay. And the 4-up save, I'm okay.
Uh-oh.
Boxcars.
It's okay because you've got scatter lasers.
Scatter lasers.
These are 4s again.
These are the AP dash stuff as well.
These are the AP
isn't
dash
there?
stuff, mate.
And only 4 hit.
Tree saves you a little bit there.
Yeah.
3s.
Only
so 1 wound.
And I failed that save, naturally. The easy one. But I think that's the end of your shooting phase.
I don't think I could find another bullet if I wanted to.
So, do you have any charges?
I have no charges. I've tried to move away from the Marines with your big silly hammers.
Right.
I didn't want to be near the big silly hammers.
See, interestingly, I don't have much left. Right, morale on them on a 6. Oh dear. 1 flees, and then...
1s and 2s?
No, I don't take 1s and 2s because we're Space Marine and they shall know no fear. There is only 2 left. And we're about to go on to turn 4. And I've got the last action of the game, turn 5, which is to jump onto objectives. And very few models left. I do have a redeploy with my apothecary still. His beacon Angelos has not been lit. So Craftworld Ianden have been taking it to the Deathwatch.
Sign Han!
Now we're going to go on to Deathwatch, turn 4. Here we are after my psychic and movement phase, setting it up for turn 5. Both of my psychic powers were blocked. I did light the beacon Angelus and called the Vanguard veteran squad back over here at the reinforcement step of my movement phase. And then at the end of my movement phase, put a model back in with combat revival with the CP that I got this turn. So there's a unit of 3 heavy thunderhammer dudes ready to jump out next turn and do some damage. And there's a 6-point objective on the other side of this piece of ruin here, this Eldar tower. And yeah, they've got jump packs. So they should be relatively safe. But blocking all of my psychic powers was right painful. Hello?
It looks like they've gone all back to back and cowardly back there.
Setting a trap.
Oh.
Setting a trap ready for you to move in and try and take these objectives, and then with the trap will spring shut. That's what's going on here.
Okay.
I did have to advance with the Hellblasters, got a healthy 5, and 2 of them can see this squad. And the other one's going to fire up here. And that's pretty much it for my shooting phase, apart from a few other bits. And that'll be it for my turn. So I'm going to overcook, because there's a captain nearby. And we're going to shoot at that squad.
Squad of 2.
Squad of 2. I advance, so 4s to hit, and 4s to hit. And reroll 1s as a captain there. Damn it. 1 dies. Bad trigger discipline with his plasma incinerator there. 2s to wound. 2 wounds at AP -4.
Oh.
2 damage each.
Oh.
And they're gone. That was a whole unit, right? This is an injured unit. This is an injured unit. Right. Then the other remaining fellas are going to shoot up here at the Warlocks. 3s. Sorry, 4s. And 4s. And 4s. Reroll that one. And 4s, and 4s, reroll those 2. Oh dear. And 2s to wound, rerolling that. So 6 4-up invulnerable saves on your Warlocks, huh? Because they do have 4-up invuns, right?
6, right?
Yes.
I'm going to use my autosave.
Okay.
Save 1, and I'm going to roll 5 4-ups.
Okay.
Like that. So that's 1 dead, because it's 2 damage each, right?
Yes. And they have 3 wounds?
They have 3 wounds.
Okay. Fired some Kraken rounds in at them as well. Had no other targets to pick on. That is the end of my shooting phase. That is the end of my turn 4. No morale to take on the Hellblasters, fortunately. Even though 2 of them died. But they've been doing quite well. So losing 2 at this stage is...
They have done well, yeah.
It averages out by the end. Now, it's your turn 5. Your time to spring forward, claim these objectives, and maybe finish off the glorious Astartes heroes of the Imperium.
Keeping those.
You see what I did there with the heroes of the thing? Because you've got an Astartes army now. Were you sort of working on it on the Hobby Apocalypse?
Oh, I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but you're
then
collecting.
New Eldar came out.
But you were collecting Astartes as part of the Hobby Apocalypse.
I am still collecting.
Are you on top of the Hobby Apocalypse?
No.
Oh.
I'm behind because New Eldar came out and they're much more shinier.
Liam,
yes.
When you said this was a good fate roll, you're happy with that? What do you mean?
So the 2 3s are 6s for psychic tests.
Right.
And the 2 6s are automatic saves.
Oh.
And I need the resilience right now because I'm going to be putting 4 up invulnerable saves on objectives and stuff.
Yes.
So I'm quite happy with that overall. It's quite good.
Okay. Craftworld Elatok spring their trap.
Simon!
What?
God damn it! Simon!
And you're currently on 12 points worth of objectives. The Wraith Guard get out of a transport. It was perfectly positioned so they could move out and get within 3 inches of that objective. The Wave Serpent holding the 5.1. They're holding the 6.1. And this guy just fell off his stand. And you're ready to try and murder as many Astartes as you can.
Yeah.
To try and stop me jumping onto any of these objectives at the end of the game.
Yes.
Where would you like to start?
Mirai.
Yes.
We're going to Super Smite.
Okay.
We're going to try and Super Smite, I should say.
Because you've
We're
got
going to
your
use
6.
one of those 3s.
Yes.
And with the Seer Council, he's on 7 already.
Yes.
So we're going to roll 1 additional D6 winters.
Okay.
That's not going to be a Super Smite.
That's not a Super Smite.
It's a 9.
Yes.
It's just D3 Mortal Wings, but you do get a chance to deny it if you'd like to.
Nah.
D3 Mortal Wings. For 3.
Ouch. Okay.
Next, we're going to try and put Will of Assyrian onto this unit of bikes.
Okay.
So that's a 6+.
Right.
That's a fail.
What does that do?
That would have given them objective secured.
Oh, that sounds helpful.
Yeah.
Particularly with battle focus to get onto them.
Not going to re-roll it.
No.
Going to save it.
But he's got battle focus.
He's got battle focus.
And he auto advances 6 and he counts as objective secured.
He
if
also
he's on
advances
there-
6, but the battle focus will be D6 unless I use matchless agility, which will then be auto 6.
And you've got a new CP.
I have got a new CP.
So you can definitely get there.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to move on to the Warlocks.
So you tried to give them objective secured, but right now you've only got 1 objective secured unit here.
So we're going to move on to the Warlocks.
Yeah, the Warlocks.
They are going to cast Smite.
Okay.
I'm going to use my auto 6
Okay.
and fish for a Super Smite again.
Right.
No!
No.
But we do cast it on a 7.
On a 7.
Yeah.
So I've got a chance to deny this.
Indeed.
Let's try and deny this. Are you in Psychic Hood range of them? You definitely are in Psychic Hood range of
Almost
them.
definitely, I am.
I only need a 7 then. I get a 10.
Cool.
I deny that. I
That's
deny
it.
you, sir.
Perfect.
Yes.
I'm going to cast Protect.
On.
The unit of bikes. Well, you cast it first, then you pick.
Yeah, okay, right.
There you go.
Yes.
They have +1 to their saving throw.
Okay.
They have, well, actually, no.
No?
Put it on the Wraith Guard because they're core.
Ooh.
So they have, because they're more resilient. So
Yeah.
toughness 6.
Make them even
They
tougher.
now have 2 up armor safe.
Sounds like you know what you're doing.
Yes. Shooting.
Looking at you, wouldn't have thought it, but...
Shooting.
Yeah.
Mirai will shoot into this unit here.
Okay.
Hitting you on 2, sir.
Yes.
We've hit you 3 times.
Okay.
Wounding you on 4s. Mm-hmm. That's 2 wounds at -1.
So on the guy in front is a 4-up and the other guy's a... Yeah, okay, so the guy died. The guy with the hammer,
died.
because I'm keeping the shield guy left.
I spent him a CP.
Yes. And he's on there. Now we have an objective secured unit on the 6-point objective. That's your battle focus.
That's my battle focus, yeah.
Right. My characters are now somewhat exposed to all your shots. But this fella has objective secured, but there is a 3-point objective there that you're not going to contest anyway. It's all about these ones, right?
Yeah.
Okay, where you go?
So I think I can now shoot those shuriken cannons into this guy.
You can, my librarian, yes.
Yeah, because although you're within 3 of those, you're nearest invisible.
He is nearest invisible, yes.
So 9 shots.
Okay.
Hitting on 3s.
Yes. Everything hits, apart from 1.
And then I wound you on 3s.
Yes. These are what are these?
Shuriken cannons.
Right.
So there is 1 at -1
Yes.
and 3 at -3.
-1. He's dead. He doesn't make it. The 6s. He doesn't make that. I think he's only got 4 wounds. That's a dead librarian. Nope, he's got 4 wounds. So one of my HQ is down. What are we doing now?
I can't shoot him either.
Who?
Him.
Yes.
Because although he's within 3 of those, but
Yes.
they're nearest.
Yes.
So I have to shoot them.
Yes.
So I'm going to use my blasty thing into that. I wanted to kill him because he's quicker.
Yes.
So we're going to blasty into these.
Can't shoot the captain. Gonna shoot the Hell Blasters.
3d3 shots, sir.
Right, minimum 3.
Ooh.
And that's 3. Hitting on.
4s.
2
Threes?
hits. 2 hits. And wounding on 3s. They both
2
wound.
wounds, -2.
I need 5s. And then 2 damage, and they are next to the apothecary. So the Hellblasters get away with it. We're on to the Warlocks.
Yeah.
Shooting the shield guy?
I'm going to shoot the shield guy because if I kill him,
Yeah.
I force you to use the Hellblasters who are your captain to stand on that objective.
Okay.
So we're going to try and kill him.
Yes.
Hitting you on 3s.
Yes.
And then we wound you on 4s.
Yes.
And that wasn't. We're not going to kill him, Winters.
AP?
-1.
I'm okay.
He's fine. This is bad for the Simon.
Is there any more guns?
I'm going to battle focus said Warlocks.
Okay.
1 inch. That's not very good.
1 inch doesn't help you.
No.
And I think your Wave Serpent can't see anything. And that's the end of Eldari. Turn 5. No charges coming up. No morale for me to take. The table has been set for an Eldari victory. You're on 12 points worth of objectives and I have 3. However, it seems to me that if I take that 6-point objective, I win the game because you'll be on 6 points.
Yeah.
And I'll be on 9.
I got too excited as well. Two
Why?
mistakes.
Okay.
First mistake, forgot to battle focus to put more bodies on the objective.
Yes.
Second mistake, shouldn't have battle focus, should have charged you on that objective instead.
Well, if you want to battle focus and put more on the objective, you can. And if you want to charge him, you can.
Well, I'm definitely not doing the charge because I chose to battle focus.
Okay.
And that's part of it.
Right.
If you're okay with that one.
Yeah, it's not chess. You can
move.
You can move them. Oh.
Oh.
Okay. So the table has been set. The last die has been rolled. Craft World, Sam Kennedy, Sam Neal, Sam...
You know a lot of craft worlds.
No.
Like a Farseer.
What? Here we are at the end of my movement phase. I need to control this objective here. I need to control this monstrous statue and paint the targeting reticules on this so we can exterminate, we can cyclonic torpedo it.
It's such a beautiful
from
world,
orbit.
though.
And if we cyclonic torpedo this from orbit, then Craftworld Samuel L. Jackson will go back to the webway from whence they came. So I had to advance round with the Hellblasters here because I don't have any objective secured here. So I need to kill him and I need to outnumber you with them, right? It's all about killing the Wraithbone construct. So we are going to overcook all the shots from this squad down into them. And of course, before my captain jumped up and over, he told them to reroll wounds against them of 1. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're overcooking plasma into Wraithguard?
Yes.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Yes.
Why?
Because I need to outnumber you on there.
But so you do 2 damage when you overcook?
Yeah.
But I'm -1 damage for being a Wraithbone construct.
Are you?
So you're risking killing...
Yeah, but what's your toughness?
6.
Well, my strength is 6. So if I overcook it, strength 7.
Right, okay. I stand corrected.
And I don't mind if I die.
Of course,
because it's the
turn.
last. So the first one.
You don't care about Space Marines at all, do you?
I definitely don't care about them. I do really care about them. And one of them's gone. I do. I wanted to say something smart, but I couldn't think of anything. It's definite stuff right now. So one of them's gone, but it doesn't matter. So 4s on all the rest. So these are 3s to wound now, and I don't think you have a save against this AP minus a gazillion.
No.
And it is all... So 3s to wound. That only takes out 1, look.
2 wounds on another?
Yeah. So Hellfire rounds with this guy. 1 shot, hits, wounds on a 2. Wounds. What's their normal save?
3 up.
They have a 3 up or 1 wound. That's a wound. That's 2 gone. Now, Captain Clark can chuck a grenade at your Farseer with objective secured. Granada hits. Doesn't wound. The guys next to it. See, I've got many I can have to chuck a grenade at him. Have to chuck a grenade at your Farseer, which can reroll hit rolls of 1. There's a captain nearby. Wounds on a not that. Right. Now we're on to the charge phase.
This is clutch now, Winters.
Clark charges him.
Okay.
They charge them.
Okay. Just them?
And him. And
okay.
your Farseer.
Right, okay.
Okay.
I'll make it.
Like that. Captain. Shock Assault. Teeth of Terror.
Okay.
We'll start off with him. Okay?
Yeah.
Trying to kill your dude.
Yeah.
Because I'm going with him because then I need to find out how many hammers I need to do with my Vanguard veteran squad. He will hit you on a 2. And he's strength 6 or 5 with a Teeth of Terror.
You roll hit 1 versus Xenos?
I do. Thank you for reminding me. So he hit you with all late times. That's so kind. 3s to wound you. They're all -2 damage.
All -2 damage?
They're all -2 damage. It is the Teeth of Terror. That's 5 attacks on your Farseer. 5 wounds.
5 wounds?
Yeah, 7 wounds. Sorry, what am I talking
7
about?
wounds?
7 wounds. You've got save dice.
I've got
you've
2
got
save
2
dice.
auto 6s.
But you've got flat 4 damage Thunderhammers.
I have. And you've got 4 up and vulnerable save.
I'm going to use them both now.
Are you?
Well, I see if I fail them all, then I just lose
Well, you've
the dice
got
anyway.
one CP that you... Oh, no, you spent it last turn for your auto battle focus.
If I save them and then I take enough damage to kill him, then I lose them anyway.
Yeah.
And he's the only worst person they're going to work on because he's the only one with an invulnerable save.
Yeah.
So I'm going to roll 5 4-ups now, Winters.
No CP. That's 8 damage.
He is going to perish.
He's going to perish. He's going to perish, which means I can put all my attacks from my Heavy Thunderhammer guys onto that other squad. And here's all these dice, because 3 attacks each on the charge, plus 1 with the CP I got back this turn for death to the Xenos. I'm hitting you on 4s, and I'm re-rolling 1s as a captain nearby. And that wasn't great, but I am wounding you on 3s, and re-rolling 1s to wound, because the captain said his thing. That was a 4. And these are all AP -4. 4 damage, which becomes 3 damage, which wipes out the Wraith Guard and controls me that objective for 6 points. This one for 3 points, which gives me 9 points. You have 6 for these 2 objectives down here. So in the end, 6 points to 9 in favour of the Deathwatch. We control the Xenos statue. We are forcing, through great pain and great blood and heavy losses, Craftworld Samuel L. Jackson back into the webway, ready for a cyclonic torpedo strike upon this monstrous Xenos thingy-bob that's here, MacGuffin. And this is the way the world ends. So that turned out to be quite a fun tactical little mission there. Not playing match play, just playing 40k your way. Guys, if you want to play a mission like this, remember, D6 for the number of objectives, reroll a 1. D6 for when those objectives are revealed, reroll a 6, because obviously there isn't 6 turns. And then if you roll a 3, they're revealed in turn 3, and each of the objectives worth D6 points each, but only score at the end of the game, which allows the person who went second to have a bit of an advantage, which is what happened here, and somehow I managed to pull it out. But that was great fun. I also really enjoying in killing Eldari. That's one of my favourite things. How was it for you, honey?
I mean, it's been a while since I bought the Eldari against you, isn't it? So you haven't had the chance to kill Eldari as much as you'd like.
No.
But I haven't bought them for ages because the way I like to play my Craftworld, which is the Wind Rider host, lots of jet bikes, lots of fast.
Yes.
It's felt a bit... It's not very good in 8th, and I know people will take different units, but this is what I like to play. What I've loved with the new book, and like I said, I've done 2 battle reports for Deployment Zone.tv already, is that I can now play this Craftworld, and it's got teeth, and it works, and you did jump on the objective at the end. And the other thing I loved about it was the mission, to be fair, when it was playing this silly different mission, random objectives, random numbers, meant that there was a game in it. Can you imagine, if this was match play, the amount of killing I was able to do in my manoeuvrability, it's probably an Eldar win.
To be absolutely, your list is... When you say your list has got teeth now, it's absolutely terrifying. Because also movement wins games.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have the ability to get to where you need to be and deliver the amount of firepower that you need to do. Honestly, Exarchs as well. Sorry, not Exarchs. The Aspect Warriors are quite strong. But in your list, you don't really need them.
No.
Just lean into the bikes. I can see why you want Shining Spears as well. They would be brutal. Having actually some close combat punch.
So I want to keep Banshees because I just love... Banshees have always been my favourite aspect.
Yes.
So I want to keep Banshees. But I will probably drop the Spiders. I'll add in some Shining Spears. I may even drop the Crimson Hunter. I'm not a massive fan of it. It doesn't really fit with my army's theme. It just goes off and does its own thing.
Yeah.
I'd much rather keep with the bikes and skimmers.
Well, the thing is, that Crimson Hunter is an absolute beast anti-tank weapon.
Yeah.
With a 5-up invulnerable save now that you can get it for being an Exarch, it's a good anti-tank weapon with a certain amount of survivability. But in this game, I didn't bring any tanks.
No.
So we didn't get to see it shine.
No.
But in most games, it will point at something and kill it.
Yes. And the Prisms kind of do that now as well. And I didn't really show off the Lance mode, and I didn't show off Linked Fire. Linked Fire is silly, by the way.
Yeah.
Linked Fire is silly now.
Yeah, because it ignores invulnerable saves, right?
It's 2 CP, you get 4 shots ignoring invuns.
Yeah, one shoots through another, they both shoot and ignore invuns. I don't like the ignore invun rules, by the way. They're popping up more and more, like Be'lakor and the Incarn. Do you know why I don't like ignoring invun things, by the way?
Go on.
Because they have a mechanic that ignores invuns already, and it's called Mortal Wounds. They brought that in, and now they're bringing in ignoring invuns. What's the point of adding a Mortal Wound mechanic if you can have an ignore invuns mechanic at the same time?
YouTube might shout at me because I'm playing Eldar, but I'm more okay with the Fire Prison version for a number of reasons. First of all, it costs you 2 CP a turn to do it, so you're not doing other things with your command points. Secondly, you have to have a Fire Prison within 12 inches of another Fire Prison that can see it and draw a line of sight before you can. So there's conditions as well. It's not like the Tau version where you just ignore invuns. It doesn't cost you command points, doesn't cost you points. You don't have to be. You just ignore invuns. So I'm more okay with the Fire Prison version. Yeah. But I'm also with you. Anything that's non-interactive, so you don't get any save at all, even though you paid for your big storm shields, is not great for the 40k game because you want both players to be interacting and enjoying themselves.
I'm just saying that if I wrote the rules, invulnerable saves are invulnerable saves. So everyone knows. Actually, the other thing I do about invulnerable saves as well is, on the data sheets, the invulnerable saves is written in every single data sheet. This is demonic. This is a 5-up invuln. This is a thing. This is a Crux Terminatus. This is a 5-up. Why don't they just put invuln along the top so it's got hits, wounds, bliss skill, arm skill, that save invuln?
I agree.
Just put it on the top.
I agree.
They got rid of initiative on the top. I mean, Captain, Iron Halo, 4-up invulnerable save. Get rid of that text. Make it easier, just put invuln 4+.
Yep.
On Warlocks, invuln 4+. Just put it on the stat line, and an invuln, I would make an invuln, an invuln, an invuln, and that's it. And if you want to ignore them, if you want guns like Tau guns or twin fire link stuff that does exactly the same thing, ignores invuns, then say, when this twin-linked fire links does its thing, it does 6 mortal wounds or something. Or when a Tau gun does its thing that ignores invun, it does X number of mortal wounds. Just don't... It feels like they're messing with one of the core mechanics they put in, and then they overruled it with mortal wounds, and then they go... It's weird to me. It's weird that these interactions exist right now.
I don't know what episode it was, but Chris and I on the Endless Cacophony podcast, which we put in DZ every Friday, every single week, we had a conversation about the arms race that is 40k, and by arms race, don't necessarily mean weapons, but you increase the number of armor saves, so then you increase the AP of all the weapons, but then you add a 5-up feel no pain, but then you increase mortal wounds, then you add feel no pain, and that's what's happening at the moment. It's just stacking.
Do you notice the number of damage 2 killing loads of damage 2 now?
Marine's got 2 wounds, amazing, then everything went to damage 2.
Yeah. Battle Matt from overmats.com. If you want more of this stuff and the ECP podcast and all Deathwatch battle reports and all these sorts of things, then please consider supporting us by joining the deployment zone. You get a 7-day free trial. 7-day free trial is a thing because you keep telling me I don't mention the 7-day free trial.
Talk about it more.
7-day free trial in the deployment zone. Happy wargaming. How do we close this out now?
It's your video.
Happy wargaming.